Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Q and Colb. We are back, man. Some real football this weekend. Somewhat real football. We got to talk about some interesting stuff. Where do you want to start out with today, Cole?
You know, I know everybody wants us to start by talking about the quarterbacks that we watched in college football.
With Bill Belt the Ass.
It wouldn't be our pod if we didn't start with that.
Bill Belt the Ass check.
Good God.
By TCU. That's the part of this that I just find egregious. Like, I can understand if you lose and get your ass beat in your first game in college football by like Georgia, Ohio State,
you know what I'm saying?
State, you know what I mean? Like, what's the lowest tier school you can get beat down by and it's understandable, right? Like, even like Clemson, right? It's Dabo. This been his game for a minute, you know, like. But where do we get to where it's like once you get past that and we talking about like instead of it being Florida, Ole Miss, like, ooh. And then you have all the way down here, TCU. Okay, like, dog, Coach Prime beat TCU.
Listen, bro, I want to talk about that, but I do think it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting how like the Dion thing got covered, and how like the Bill thing. I feel like people wasn't trying to go at Bill. You know what I'm saying? I get it. He earned that.
I would argue this Bill thing has way more red flags around it than Dion ever did or does.
Absolutely, 100%. 100%. But it's Bill.
I'm not even talking about the girlfriend thing. I have no interest in talking about the whole girlfriend thing with Bill Belichick. Here's where my interest lay. The man hired who? Mike Lombardi. And nobody thought that was enough.
Oh, you didn't even talk about the hire. I was going to talk about. Did I see Freddie in the booth?
Freddie was in the booth.
See Freddie in the booth.
They were right now. They're Hugh Jackson and Deshaun Watson away from a Browns full flush right there. Like,
you know what's so funny about like when people hire former Browns employees? It's always like this belief that their lack of production or their lack of competence is always the fault of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah. Like they just walk into Berea and then become brain damage instantly, right? Like it's just like something in and look, there's been enough strange things to where if you are a casual observer, I cannot blame you for having that assumption that something like that could happen. But
we are not casual observers.
There are people who are supposed to know better away with these things, right? Like you just somebody you keep hearing like, yeah, man, it is strange that Deshaun Watson with the Cleveland and just looked like he lost all his powers, right? Like, okay, I can understand how you could believe that because look, there have been times in my fandom where I've been thinking to myself, yo, is this shit supernatural? It feels supernatural right now. Why this don't work? We trade for Jamie Collins. He stink. He go back to New England. He go back to being good, right? Enough strange stuff has happened like that to where I could get why a casual person could say that. But some of y'all just heard Mike Lombardi got hired as the GM and we're like, I'm glad he's getting a second chance and I need you people to turn in your press badges. Okay? It's over. Like the fact that you had any faith in Mike Lombardi. You know when I knew that game was cooked? When they talked about Bill Belichick and Mike Lombardi brought 70 new players to North Carolina, that we not paid attention to the resumes of these two people? They're doing the thing at a bigger scale that they've never been good at, which is finding young talent.
I don't get it. I don't get it. And on top of everything that you just said, they hired Freddie Kitchens to be the offensive coordinator. Let me tell you something about Freddie Kitchens. And listen, Browns fans know this. It looked exactly like 2019 Cleveland Browns. That first drive, that opening drive, amazing. It looked so good. Every drive after that, horrible.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Freddie is once Freddie figured out, it ain't nothing. Freddie ain't got no counterpunch, right? And I don't think he anticipated, was it Sonny Dykes figuring that out? 2 tries. Oh, this what you doing. We'll take that away. What do you got? Freddie got nothing.
Nothing.
Freddie ain't got nothing. That's why Freddie a quarterback coach, right? Like, again, people think that we just want these like folks fired for no reason in Cleveland sometimes. And it's just like, hey man, I understand. Is there a large culture of impatience in this city when it comes to coaches and GMs? Absolutely. But has that culture not been fed by proper fuel over the years? Like,
up until extremely recently.
Yes. We fight for our lives to be like, hey, man, this guy might be good at his job, right? The guy who's won 2 coach of the years. This guy might be good. The guy who's won more 11-game seasons than anybody has ever won for the Cleveland Browns since 1999. We are hanging on for dear life every week to be like, hey, guys, he might not be terrible. Right? Because everybody, I don't want to go. I understand it. But yo, you don't get to this point with the fan base for no reason. You get here because you hire Hugh Jackson and shit. Right? Ray Farmer, Mike Lombardi, Joe Banner, like all people who are horrifically not qualified for the jobs that they had. Like,
one thing I will give Freddie credit for. Man, look like he been working out. I ain't gonna lie. Man, look like he been working out.
Look, man, I watched that game for maybe a quarter. And I was like, okay.
No, I gave it a good half, and I was like, you know what? I see where this is going.
That hoodie has lost its aura. You know what I mean? That hoodie is gone. There is nothing here left for that hoodie. Nobody fears that hoodie. Sonny Dykes don't fear that hoodie. TCU don't fear that hoodie. It's over. Okay. And also, look, man, this is going to be not the worst it looks. Because, Colb, what's going to happen when these kids realize all this Belichick shit don't lead to winning?
Let me actually, you know what? Let me see. UNC football schedule. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got. Dog 48-14.
To TCU.
Just pure belt to ass. That's all we can say about that.
And look, Bill Belichick don't seem like a fun guy to lose with.
He didn't even look like a fun guy to win with. You see how he looked when they had that opening drive touchdown? Miserable. Man, look miserable.
He might have known what was coming, though. He might have been like, wow, we scored a touchdown. That's fortunate, but I have no faith in everything else in this institution.
Nate said, damn, it's over after one game. Nate, let me tell you something, brother. UNC just gave up the most points they've given up in an opening season game ever with Bill Belichick as the coach. I'm pretty sure it's over. It's probably over. And it's that TCU, dog. It's not even like they did that to like a crazy team. TCU.
If it were Clemson, I would understand. I'll be like, hey guys, don't overreact. You know what I mean? Hell, if it were Duke, right? Like, I get it. They got a quarterback over there. Dog, TCU. I mean, I know somebody, they went to a national championship. They are the most embarrassing national championship team. National championship appearance of all time.
Yeah, literally.
I was talking to Dennis about this. I was like, they put their backups in, scored 27 unanswered. On the TCU starters.
Yeah, that's all time bad, bro.
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever see a ass whooping that bad again. Like,
I will say this, though.
You gonna beat Charlotte?
Charlotte has the opportunity to do the funniest shit in the world.
Nah. Beat Charlotte, right? Richmond Spiders, week 3.
Oh, Richmond Spiders.
Let's see something historic on the ACC digital network.
hey, I got a question. How bad is Clemson gonna beat them by?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised, since they're so bad, that that's the game that they get up for and they actually put up a decent effort in. It's not going to be the Clemson that gets you. it's going to be like the third best team in the ACC that get you. You get that low on that schedule. You be getting your ass beat. And it's like North Carolina State. You're not excited to play NC State. And then you play them on the road and they good. And then that's when the ass whipping happens, right? Clemson, they going to be able to get excited about Clemson. That shit's in October. Like, they're probably going to roll into that game 2-2 at worst, right? Like, still hoping to up. It's a top 10 game. It's in North Carolina. You got to be dead to not have a post for that. They going to get up for that.
Hey, bro, I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like,
3 weeks against Syracuse. I don't know what's going to happen there. Right?
Hey, you talk about Syracuse. I'm talking about Cal. I think that might be the one we need to watch.
Is Cal good this year?
Hey, you ain't see their quarterback?
No, I have not been able to watch Cal.
Oh no, their quarterback might be he might be the one. He might be the one.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. It's at Cal too. Right after that, yeah, that might be the ass whooping.
Oh, man.
And look, y'all, look at the people on this staff. This don't look like no fucking fun for none of these kids. You want to be 18 years old listening to Bill Belichick? I don't understand what the UNC thought they was going to do with Bill Belichick at the helm. Like, that's the thing. I've not been a fan of hiring Bill Belichick for a while now, but like, what did UNC think was going to happen? Was this a long-term project? How old is Bill Belichick?
I know he's in his 80s. Gotta be.
He's old as fuck. There is no future.
Oh no, 73. My bad, Bill.
He's not like a good-looking 73.
Who's a good-looking 73?
You know Ernie Hudson. Google Ernie Hudson right now. He's 78 years old. You will not believe what that man looked like.
Ernie Hudson?
Yeah, he was in Ghostbusters.
Okay, Ernie Hudson is black, so I mean we gotta you know what I'm saying.
I give him extra credit though, because like usually the age like that, you gotta have no hair. That brother's doing that with a flat top.
Morgan Freeman is 88.
Yeah, he's almost a centenarian.
Dang.
Clap it up for Curtis, y'all. He's upside down. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Ernie Hudson is 79 years old and looks 20 years younger than Bill Belichick.
Yeah, he does. Absolutely. 100%.
No, I feel like he looks pretty bad for 73.
I'm trying to think who else is how old is Meryl Streep? What's she called?
Meryl Streep. I don't think she's that old, right?
I think she's up there.
76.
Yeah.
Who's like the best aged 70-year-old white dude that we can find? Let's give him an equal playing field.
Man, this is tough. This is tough. How old is Steve Martin?
Steve Martin got to be way older, right? 80.
See.
Steve Martin's 80.
He's 80?
Yeah.
Looks way better than Bill.
Hey, how old is Bill? 72?
73.
73? Let me look up something, man.
Someone said Pete Carroll. Ooh, I think that's a good one.
Pete Carroll might be good. Might be it. Because Pete Carroll is like almost 80, right?
No, he's also 73?
That's crazy.
Yeah, Pete. Yeah.
Hey, what was 10 years ago? 2015?
Yeah.
Who looked better? Him or Joe Biden when he was still the vice president? I would argue clearly Joe Biden. Yeah. He aged worse than Joe Biden. It's not good. It's not good. Hey man, that 10 years get you at that age though. Like with the jump from 70 to 80, woo, it's elite, dog. But yeah, Bill out there. I can't imagine any of this is fun for Bill. That look like a man having fun.
He not having fun, man. He not having fun.
Like when I watched Wade Phillips out there in the spring league coaching, clearly because his wife didn't want him in the house anymore. Literally what he said. You know, he looked like a man having fun. Bill ain't having no goddamn fun, man. I don't know why Bill doing this.
I got a theory, but I don't know if I should say it.
I mean,
I got a theory on why he doing this, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because it's wild.
Did she even go to UNC?
I don't know where she went, dog. I don't know if she went to
Did
college.
she even go to college?
No. Oh man. I never thought we'd see the greatest coach in NFL history go out like this.
Yeah, I'm be honest. We gonna have to take that label off, dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow.
No longer.
Hey, we can't rewrite. We can't rewrite history.
Hey, we got more information. Right, we got so much more information. We're not rewriting anything. The debate at the time was this Bill or was this Tom? And I'm like, well, I don't know about them first three ones, but them second three, the second two that made him the best coach of all time, yeah, that shit was Tom. That shit ain't happening without Tom. Like, you're not getting the buy-in without Tom. None of this shit cracking without Tom, dog. None of this. Drake May got to be like, Drake May is in an awkward position because he's a UNC alumni, but he's also the guy that got and fired Bill Belichick to make sure he didn't ruin. So like you get saved in one aspect, but then you watch him do unspeakable things to your alma mater right now. Like just unspeakable shit. 70. Oh my God. That's insane.
Yeah, man. It's all bad over there.
She went to Bridgewater State University. I don't even look, man. This is why I don't even want to get into it.
What?
Nope.
What? No. You should have said that because now I gotta look. Bridgewater State. This is a real place. Bridgewater State University.
Is that in Georgia? Massachusetts.
Undergraduate tuition and fees, in-state tuition, $11,000.
Oh, it's a public school.
Yeah. About 9,500 students.
Small college. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck they're doing this, man.
I can't believe this is who's extorting Bill, man. I can't believe this is who Bill Belichick is getting extorted by. It's all bad, dog. It's all bad, man.
I am not in those rooms. I cannot speak to what is happening. All I can say is whatever this is leading to that's making this man coach for UNC football, it needs to stop. I don't care what it is that's caused this. It needs to stop. And I know people are like, it's only 1 week. Hell, part of me wants to be like, it's only 1 week. But yeah, you think Mike Lombardi about to turn this shit around? You think Freddie Kitchens about to turn this shit around? Hey,
every Browns fan in the world can tell you this. Freddie Kitchens is not turning that shit around, dog.
Bro, you got two of the worst Browns like coaches in the head. You have like an all-time terrible like combo of bad Browns former personnel. Like you might as well go find Ray Farmer. Where the fuck he at? He need a job.
He'd only work.
Let Hugh Jackson run the special teams.
I'm not gonna wish that on nobody, dog.
That's crazy. Why does North Carolina keep doing this to themselves too, by the way? Because like this isn't the first time they've like gotten the old flame out to coach them, right? Didn't they get the dude from Texas?
I don't know who they got.
I know they brought back Butch Davis multiple times. They want to be good at football so bad, man. And they have no idea how to do it.
Here's my thing. Why not just embrace being a basketball school? They ain't doing too hot in basketball right now either, to be honest.
Yeah, they had Butch Davis, Mac Brown. Yeah, they brought back Mac Brown in 2019.
Somebody said Mike Pettin would be hilarious. Hey, honestly,
Mike Pettin would be one of their more competent coaches.
I was gonna say, I think Mike would actually do a pretty decent job.
Mike wasn't a bad coach. Mike just
wasn't
should have been the head coach.
Yeah, he wasn't a bad coach. I also think he got a raw deal.
Brother, when they brought in Mike Pettin, they acknowledged in the press conference that this was not their first choice.
Yeah, he got a raw deal.
Yeah.
He got a raw deal.
He's still out here coaching, man.
Yeah. We had him. We had Shanahan. Bro, if they would have just drafted who they were supposed to draft in that draft, imagine how different that whole thing could have been. It might have actually worked.
How long you think Kyle Shanahan was realistically ever going to stay under Mike Pettin? Because I think anything over a year was not realistic in hindsight.
Nah, he definitely would have been like, hey, you either gotta make me the head coach or I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he was ever staying past 2014. I think he was just in 2014 because he got fired last minute. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you just need a job. Right?
Facts.
Cleveland was offering a lateral move. He was like, all right, cool, I'll do this for a year. But he was not about to stay. I know people are like, he could have been our head coach. We could be. No, it was not going to happen that way. More than likely.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Man, imagine if they would have drafted Derek Carr instead of Johnny. How different?
I don't know. How different? It would be a different hell, but it would still be hell, Colb.
I don't know, man.
Derek Carr is saving you from hell, dog. Like what?
He's not saving you from hell. But we didn't go through that 0-16 like we had Derek Carr.
Yeah, so we would have went through hell and not got Myles Garrett. I'm cool with the version that got us Myles Garrett. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'd have been fine with Derek, man. I'd have been fine with Derek. No.
Imagine you went through all this hell, Cole, but what you get, Solomon Thomas?
Okay, we wasn't gonna take Solomon. Well, I can't.
The draft.
I can't say that.
What, Jamal Adams? You want to be good enough to get Jamal Adams? Nah. I'm glad Derek Carr didn't save us from that. What? We draft what's the dude name? Calvin Pryor. Yeah.
Hey, what if we would have ended up with TJ?
TJ Watt.
What if everything just flipped around?
It just flips. They get Miles.
We get TJ.
Mason Rudolph backing up Derek Carr. This don't sound like salvation to me, Cole. I'm sorry. Like, if you want to play the what if quarterback game, let's do Josh Allen, dog. Like, what the fuck are we doing this with Derek Carr for?
I'm going back in my head. I'm going through like all the Browns drafts. I'm just like, damn, man.
No,
literally any other pick would have been better.
No, I would have. Look, when you do 2018, you still have Myles Garrett, and then you can have Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson.
Well, at least we didn't pick Sam Darnold or Josh Rosen.
I mean, like, thank God we didn't pick Josh Rosen.
Yeah, that would have been the most Brown shit.
That would have been awful. Like, I think Baker was just good enough to let some shit like start to build. Like, we'll see if we can finish it. But someone saying Derek Carr was an MVP candidate, Ray Rags. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Hey, you know what the funniest thing about this Derek Carr shit is? That's why you gotta watch games, because you pull up Derek Carr's numbers, you're gonna be like, hold on.
Yeah, then you watch Derek Carr play, and you're like, hold on. Speaking of quarterback play, let's talk about what we saw week 1. I think across the board, everybody but TCU had pretty poor offensive execution. that played like in a big game. I don't think there was much great offensive execution from anybody in the real game. With Ohio State, Texas, that was I know the defense was good in that, but it was also just gross offensive execution by both sides of the ball. Like, people were in my messages yelling at me about saying Julius Sand wasn't playing great, and I'm like, he was all right, y'all, but come on, dog, are we not watching this? like
oh man.
Obviously Arch did not play well in that game. It's funny because like Dan Orlovsky, who has been, pretty good about fighting against certain narratives when it comes to Shedeur, all of a sudden turned into a Shedeur guy when Arch had that bad game. He was like, he was set up to fail.
Like, what? Hey, why can't we just say like guys play bad, bro? Like, why can't we just say that?
Because everything on the internet is an existential argument every week, right? It's never, okay, he played bad. Let's see what he did next week. Because the argument always inevitably goes to, see, this game proved you wrong. Right? It's like always the individual game proved you wrong. It's always an existential argument, which means people back themselves into a corner to where they can't just say, hey, man, he didn't cook. Which is certainly what happened. He just didn't cook. I don't know if it was week one. I don't know if it's because Ohio State was like that. I don't know if it was because he's not good. He didn't cook. We'll see what he does later. He plays in the SEC. He will have more chances to impress you.
Let me tell you something. He did not impress.
It was not impressive. You know what it looked like?
Impress.
Look like baby's first real start. That's what it looked like. And the offensive coordinator was buying into the hype. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking out there. They kept having this man out here do 5-step drops. I'm like, get this fucking guy a screen. Like, for the love of God. Hey, you know who else bought into the hype? Notre Dame on CJ Carr. Because I don't know what that game plan was, dog. Like, you know what it felt like? It felt like one or two things. One, when you trade for somebody on Madden and you just are so obsessed with wanting to use that player that you say, fuck the whole offense. You don't run none of the plays. You just try to get yours with that player. That's what it looked like from watching CJ Carr play and then from like evaluating how they called that game. It looked like an offensive coordinator trying to win an argument on every drive. Like, no, I will prove to you that CJ Carr is good. Like, on every drive. And it's like, brother, run the fucking ball.
Yeah, because you're about to get this kid. You're about to get this kid murdered.
I love the ball. He jumping over somebody, and you got him getting 7 carries.
Meanwhile, that Miami defensive line, my God.
Oh, my God. That's the thing that drove me nuts. Cole, Ruben Bain was just destroying their left tackle all game. And they're like, nah, more dropbacks. What are you doing?
He couldn't block him all game.
You keep calling passes.
I promise you, Q, I'm not exaggerating. He did not block Ruben Bain one time.
No,
that entire night.
My friends, one of my homeboys from college is a big Notre Dame fan, right? I was texting him throughout the game, and I was like, 54 is fucking cheeks, bro. Like, every time I look up, he's like something happening, 54 getting blown by. And then he was like, oh, yeah, that's Ruben Bain. I got him on College Ultimate Team. He's like that. And I was like, what? Apparently that scouting was right. That man is like that. Yeah, I don't know what Notre Dame was thinking in that game. It's amazing that Notre Dame got close. And then people were like very impressed with Carson Beck. Okay.
you know how I feel about that. I'm not even getting into that.
Hey man, his best play should have probably been a pick six.
Not even probably. If his receiver doesn't make probably the best catch of the college football season,
the best
that is an interception.
Last 4 college football. Like, when was the last time? That's the best catch I've seen in a long time.
Literally, one hand
over the middle of the field.
Middle of the field, got it. If he doesn't make that catch, if his hand is not in that exact place at that exact time, that is an interception for sure.
That shit look like angels in the outfield.
I say he owed him. I say that Carson owes that man 100. He owes him 100%.
You know what's crazy? I don't think I'm going to have to work as hard to explain to people why that's bad as I did last year for a certain Miami quarterback who also did similar things, made similar decisions, and got bailed out in similar ways. But yeah. You know, hey, look, if that defense is there for Miami, then they might be a real threat because Carson Beck's not like a terrible college quarterback, right? Like he's a good college quarterback. Yeah, so if that's there and that talent at wide receiver they have is something serious because like the guy wasn't even the guy I was most impressed with, the guy who made that catch. That Malachi Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looked like
your tweet. He was like, "Is he related to Kadarius?"
What a fucking eyes. But there's another small Tony just playing wide receiver around. Apparently, they're not related. He's related to Antonio Brown, not the one you're thinking of, but the one who played in 2003. That's his son. But yeah, that guy good. Flat route, clean cuts. Yeah. Hey, look. Stefanski Pantry. Okay. If he could be had for a late first, early second, he will be in the Stefanski Pantry. I mean, that is exactly what Kevin wants. Like, is that not precisely the skill set that Kevin looks for?
Hey man, I feel like we gotta try to get a different kind of receiver in here. That
they don't give a fuck about that. They told us for years they don't care. They don't care. We be like, oh yeah, we want some wide receiver diversity. They're like, no, we're gonna get these dudes off the assembly line. Who they just brought in? Malachi Corley?
Yeah.
Isaiah Bond? They don't give a fuck about any of that shit. Okay. You know how you can get open in the red zone? Cuts, okay? Digs. That's what they trying to do. They not trying to do none of this 50-50 ball nonsense. And come to think of it, outside of David Njoku, have you ever seen the Browns throw a 50-50 ball to anybody?
No.
At least under Kevin Stefanski, I haven't. So there was that. We saw Lenore Sellers. It was a rough couple of quarters there for a little bit for Lenore's. You know, I ain't gonna lie. But then the tools are there.
That's all I can say, bro. That's all I can say.
And it's not like he throws an incomplete pass and you're like, look at that tool. No, these aren't conceptual tools that Lenore Sellers has, which separates him from a lot of prospects. These are tools he's put into practice. Okay, like he
turns sacks into explosive plays, and I'm sorry, I'm not passing on that. I'm not passing on an athlete like that. I'm not doing it. Not doing it.
Got a cannon for an arm. Yeah, he's definitely if. I can understand. We'll see what his season looks like, right? Because he has to have the tape to back it up. But like, if he has a good season this year, you're not going to have to explain why he's going to go number 1 overall to me. Like, that is not something I'm going to need explained to me because he is what people wanted Milroe to be at times. He is what people wanted Cam Moore to be. Like, he's actually that. Like, the dude's special. 250 pounds, and he runs like that.
Is he 250?
Yes.
I thought he was like 240 or 230.
No, he's like 250. Colb, he could put his hand in the dirt, get to the quarterback if he needed to.
Hey, that's what his number 1 receiver needs to do, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Oh, Nick, man, why y'all so mean to him, man? He had a good game, 3 receptions, 100 yards, should have had another touchdown. Why y'all out here being mean to that man? Y'all out here talking about he need a pass. I saw you, Corey, and JP talk about how this man needs to be a pass rusher. Why? Because his arms are long?
No, because he dropped like 2 or 3 balls from Lenore. I'm like, first of all, you messing up my dog draft stock. I appreciate that, but like, we still need him to get taken pretty high. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
look,
He bounced back in that second half, though. He bounced back.
he got the big touchdown.
Yeah, he bounced back in that second half for real.
Yeah, he gonna be like y'all beating Nick Harmon, man. Like, Olympic sprinter. He need to learn to slow down a little bit. That's it.
I was like, he costing his family millions by not putting his hand in the dirt.
Let me tell you something, man. There is no chance. There is no chance that man likes to fight that much.
No.
Like, I don't care how athletic you are, gifted. If you don't like to swing, dog, you ain't gonna make it down there. I know NFL. Like, that's just.
No, I think he's interesting. Like as a wide receiver prospect, I think he's kind of interesting. I wouldn't mind if the Browns did that.
He's the kind of prospect I don't want the Browns to draft, but I'd be happy to watch his career. Like,
oh, you don't want the Browns to take the chance?
Hell no. I'm good on that. It
Depends on the round.
That's not the kind of guy. It's going to be early. He's 6'5", 230 and running 10-10. Like, what round do you think he's going?
Yeah, it's second. It's second at worst.
White went in the top 5. Okay,
we talking. Hopefully, we learned our lesson.
Overall, did he?
I don't know.
Let me look that up. But wherever Kevin White went, it is entirely possible Nick goes that high.
Kevin White. West Virginia.
7th pick in the draft.
Oh, man.
And let me look up his college stats. My man had one 1,000-yard season.
Man, 28 receptions for 397 yards.
In his entire NFL career.
Whole career.
Hey, man. And look, Kevin White, what was his combine numbers? 6'2", 190. Ran a 4.35. And let me tell you something. Nick's running at least 4.35.
Yeah. He gonna run faster than that. He gonna run
4.2 something at like 6'5", 2 something. Yeah. Yeah, that man's going to get drafted high. If he gets 800 yards, which is very likely.
He just had 100, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
he's going to get 800 yards this year. He's going to go like super early. Yeah. I'm good on that. Okay. That's the kind of prospect I'm like, the value's never going to be good enough on because you're betting on him to be DK and like it's not likely. But, I'll be excited to watch him. But yeah, that man is going. He's not costing his family generational money. I promise you that. He costing them second contract money more than likely.
That's fucked up.
He gonna get that first. I'm telling you right now, he get that first contract, and he get all the NIL money he can eat. Because he's gonna get open. He's gonna get Lenore Sellers could throw the ball 100 yards in the air, and he can run under anything. He's gonna have some crazy games. It's just gonna be like, hey man, like, are we looking at something very impressive from a pro scouting standpoint? Probably not, but are the scouts gonna care? No, because he's 6'5", 235 pounds, and run 4.2.
I don't know. You kind of selling me on taking a risk.
Yeah, man, I'm not taking that risk on that guy. And I don't think the Browns will either because they're definitely not the type of team to like spend an early pick on a prospect like that.
Nah.
Most of the guys that they like in the first round have pretty good college careers.
Yeah, if they draft a receiver in the first round, especially if they're going to do it high, it has to be like Malik Neighbors, Marvin Harrison Jr. type. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got to be somebody like that.
Yeah, it's going to be somebody with a lot of production. But yeah, let's see what else happened with Cade. Didn't have a good game. Nussmeier was solid. You know,
Nuss was good.
Nuss was solid. We got to see. You know, I'm just going to be open to a lot of different names being able to prove themselves. The one name I'm like, hey man, I know it's unfair, but I just got to see you not do it again is Drew Aller, which is like, I like Drew Aller. I think Drew Aller has a lot to bring to the table as a prospect. But Drew Aller got the number one flaw that you don't want your quarterback to have, which is a high propensity for doing dumb shit.
And not just doing dumb shit in critical moments.
Yeah, that's usually like, look, nobody gonna be mad at you. You do something dumb on 3rd and 17. That's not what we talk about. You be doing dumb shit on 4th and 2 in the fourth quarter. And that is the kind of thing that you just can't let slide right from a quarterback prospect. Like, we'll see what happens with him. I know he looked good versus Nevada. And look, the issue with Drew Aller is not going to be, does he look good against a certain team? It's going to be, does he do the dumb shit? I'm just going to let y'all know this right now. If that man throw another crossbody interception in the playoff, I'm out.
Something you just can't fix.
Look, what caught me off Cam Ward immediately?
Yeah, that
dumb shit. I can't deal with the dumb shit. Like no, you cannot throw that interception there and lose to Duke.
And lose to Duke.
Duke, dog. Like, nah, we good. Yeah, the dumb shit. Look, some teams are going to care about it. Some teams are going to convince themselves that they can coach themselves out of it. But I'm not about to sit here and be like, yeah, I think the Browns should draft this guy if I'm convinced he's still doing dumb shit. I can't do it. I cannot live with the dumb shit. Okay.
I will say one thing I will say about Drew. Second best tools in this upcoming class for sure.
You think so?
I think Lenoris and him. For me personally.
I would put Mendoza above him.
You put Mendoza above Drew?
Tools wise, yeah. Yeah, he's about as big. I think he's not as heavy, but he's with 6'5", 230.
Who's Drew? We talking Drew or we talking Fernando?
Fernando. I
think he's 6'5", probably like 225 or something like that. Let me see. He is 6'5", yeah, 6'5", 225.
Yeah. I think he has a little bit more control over his arm.
Only 21. He'll be 22 soon though.
He'll be 22.
He'll be October 1st. He'll be 22.
Yeah, I would put Mendoza over him tools wise. Because like the propensity to do dumb shit is just a tool, man.
Yeah, Drew 6'5", 236. So like creeping up on 240.
Yeah, Drew's a big guy for sure. I just think a lot of people are going to fall in love and call him Josh Allen, but I don't think anybody sees it like that because he's not as effortless as Josh Allen is.
Domo does for sure.
We'll see. They still got to play Ohio State. That's the big test for all these prospects with this fan base is what do you do versus Ohio State? Because let me tell you, there are like at least 20% of the fan base will not be on the Arch Manning bandwagon no matter how well he plays after this game.
Oh, it's more than 20%.
Well, no, I'm saying right now it's more, but there's a good chunk of these people who will be willing to be like, oh no, he looks better versus these other teams. I'm not going to hold that Ohio State game against him. There's 20% of people who are never going to let this go. Like those are the hardcore. Nah, you look bad versus Ohio State, we're done.
Yeah.
Like it's over.
Salute to the Buck Nuts.
No salute to the Buck Nuts.
Oh yeah, I'm staying on their good side for sure.
No. I am neutral on the Buck Nuts now. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of college football fans in general. The craziest people are these college football stands.
Yeah, 100%.
It's always the college football stands. I'll get it. But yeah. Oh, speaking of Darian Mensah, I don't know if you know who that is. He used to play at Tulane last year. Got a huge NIL deal to go to Duke. I'm just telling y'all right now, that man screams Andrew Berry, Kevin Stefanski. He's 2027 class, but he screams.
How do you spell his name?
Darian Mensah. Mensasah.
Darian Mensah, got it. 6'3". He's 20. You say he's 2027, all right?
Yeah, 2027. He's a true sophomore.
Who they play their first game? It looked like he lit them up.
Oh, yeah, I think they played like Elon or some shit like that.
Okay.
He didn't play anybody for real. Well, yeah.
Not worth paying attention to yet.
Yeah. Well, last year he was at Tulane. He was really good as a true freshman. So keep an eye on him.
That's what I was telling Domo because he was in our chat talking about, y'all see what Drew doing? I was like, bro, he playing against Nevada. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, Mensah somebody to look for. 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions last year at Tulane, 2,700 yards passing. Solid athlete. I think he's like 6'2", 6'3", 205 pounds.
He's 6'3".
Really good work in the middle of the field, intermediate middle of the field in college his freshman year, and he did a good job last week too. And that's a Stefanski skill right there, right? You can't run the offense if you can't work the middle of the field. This guy can work it. And you know how they love education. This man went from Tulane to Duke. So, yeah, if they're still looking, and look, that 2027 class is going to have a lot of fluff here, right? There's going to be Dylan Raiola, probably Arch Manning. Who else is going to be in that class?
DJ
Lagway, right? So he's probably not going to find his way at the top of it. So, yeah, I would keep your eye on this Mensah guy because I think there's a chance he flies under the radar. And I think there's a chance that he flies under the radar and the Browns are like, this is the guy we would have took early.
Hey, I do wonder, and maybe we should do a video about this and not get too deep on it on the pod. But like, I wonder what the chances are of them punting this QB decision until 2037.
I'm going to tell you this right now. They're not going to reach.
No, they're not going to do it.
So if they feel like they got to reach, they're not going to do it. Like, even if they don't think that there's a great answer on the roster right now, they're not going to do it. If they feel like Dylan or Shador could start for a year and they're in a position where they would have to reach for a quarterback, of course they're not going to take one. But even if they weren't in that position, they're not going to reach for quarterback.
Yeah, I think there's like a non-zero chance that they're like, you know what? Especially if Lenoris goes back for one more year. I don't think he's going to, but like if he's as high as what, I'd rather.
Lord, why would he want to go back?
Yeah, like I don't think he's going to. But if he does decide to go back, it's like, oh yeah, we just gonna wait. Until next year. We're gonna take one of those Utah tackles, and then we're gonna take Caleb Downs, and then we gonna wait till 2027.
It's not out the realm of possibility. Again, unless the Browns this has been my whole thing with like everybody being like, well, you got to see what these have because you might draft the quarterback. I'm like, it's not going to stop them. Like nobody that they draft in the 3rd or 5th round this year is going to stop them if they think a legitimate answer is there at quarterback in the draft. It's just not. Who says no to a quarterback answer when you ain't got no quarterback? That's a serious question. Like, look, we all criticized the Falcons when they did it. They look smart now.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, man, Michael Penix. We like him. He's here. We're taking him. What about Kirk Cousins? What about him? Hey, who do we care about that money they paying Kirk Cousins now? Do it look like they care? Okay. Look, sometimes we overthink this thing. The idea that the Browns need to individually give each quarterback a run with the franchise, that is not how they think about this thing at all, dog. They're like, hey, man, we going to get the best guy the chance to take the job. Yeah.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Hey, man, they might take another quarterback in the third round next year.
Who knows, bro? Who knows?
Look, Carson Beck in the third round, it might make sense.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Not a fan. Not gonna like it.
No, I think the third round is the acceptable place. Like once you get third, fourth round, okay, I can accept Carson Beck. First round, second round, Carson Beck, I don't know if I can accept that just yet. But third round, okay. And we took Dylan Gabriel in the third round. Took Anthony fucking Schwartz in the third round. We took
who I would love
to in the third round.
You know who I love to take in the third round? You know who I love to take in the third round? Drew Allure. I would love to take him in the third round.
Yeah, there's no shot.
I know.
He feels like at worst, early second.
I could talk myself into early second.
I don't like that range for quarterback because it's just enough commitment to where you do have to ask these uncomfortable questions. Like, it's not like you draft the quarterback in the third round. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, all right, Dylan Gabriel, you give him 5 games. You think he's good or not. Maybe you keep him on the roster. You can do that. You draft the quarterback like early second. You're kind of committing to him, but you're kind of not. It just puts you automatically in an awkward place because he's not the guy, but he's kind of the guy.
He's only the guy if he shows that he's the guy.
Yeah, but like you drafted him in the second round, so you got to let him like show he's the guy for an extended period of time, right? Yeah. Like the obligation to do the searching is much higher when you draft somebody in the early second or in the first than it is in the third. If the Browns take Dylan Gabriel, he bounces around the league for 5-6 years and then becomes a starter with his fifth team or whatever. People aren't going to look at the Browns like we fucked that up. No. But if you draft somebody in the second round and they bounce around and they become good, people going to look at you like you fucked that up. Case in point, how we be looking at the Jets about this whole Geno Smith thing? Like,
man, it was so long ago too.
Mm-hmm. That was such an extended period of time. We really should have been mad at the Giants. Like, but people out here, if IK never broke his jaw, damn. like this the Jets' fault? So yeah, that's my only thing about taking a quarterback in the second round. I don't love that range. Like either you love a guy enough to take him in the first round to get the 5th year option, or you don't. And if you don't love him there, take the motherfucker if he falls in third. But if you love him enough to want him in the second, I don't get that range. I don't get that commitment. It don't make sense to me. Don't mean it can't work out. I mean, Jalen Hurts was a second round pick, but it's just like I don't feel great about him. Anybody else talk about?
People said, "What about Nussmeier?" You know what? You know what the funny thing about Nuss is? Apparently, the Browns really like Nuss. They liked Nuss last year too. It was kind of sort of hoping he came out, but Nuss feels like he's a first round. He's gonna go first round, but he feels like
the late first round guy.
He feels like Bo Nix ish, like the Bo Nix-ish range.
Oh shit, he from Lake Charles. I just became a Garrett Nussmeier fan. That's my family out from is originally Lake Charles.
He's good. Like I think he's good. He's smaller than you will he's smaller than you want your quarterback to be, but I mean like
we got Dylan Gabriel on the roster.
Well, I was about to say we got Dylan Gabriel on the roster. So
I don't think they prioritize that size name. Like, the real question, like the real thing I'm watching all college football, which one of these quarterbacks demonstrate that they're like comfortable working in the middle of the field? You don't got to be the best at it, but you do have to show a level of comfort working in the middle of the field, and a level of like confidence there, and a level of like arm drive there. If you don't have that, I don't think you can work in Kevin's offense though. So we'll see. We'll see. We got a lot of time.
Yeah.
You know,
our minds go change like 5 times throughout the season.
It was like I'm trying to go back and think about when Joe Burrow went number 1 overall that year. We didn't even know Joe Burrow was gonna go number 1 overall until like halfway through the season. I gotta answer the door real quick. Colb, can you get us into our next topic?
Yes, sir. Oh wait, hold on. We got a super chat I can read. Hold on. Colb, if Drew's tools don't show up in the biggest game he plays, then are the tools even useful with how he uses them? That's actually a great question, Rex. I would say no. Like if the tools don't show up when he plays against Ohio State, when he plays against Michigan, when he plays against Curtis.
What's good? What's Gucci?
What's going on, Curtis?
What's on the hoodie today?
It's my hero.
My Hero Academia.
Yes, the way you just said it.
All right. What was the super chat about?
They were talking about Drew Aller's tools. So that's what Rainback said.
If they don't show up in the biggest games, if his tools don't show up in the biggest games, are they even useful with how he uses them?
Well, the big question here is is your brain a tool? Are your eyes a tool?
Yes, they are.
So we got to factor that into the tools conversation because I don't know if the vision is there for Drew, right? On a consistent basis, and the decision making is there for Drew on a consistent basis, right? Like, you know, that could cancel out the arm strength because you could throw the ball really hard in the wrong direction, ain't gonna do shit, right? What the arm strength helps you do is if you're a little late, it can make you right there. Yeah, but it ain't gonna make you right when you wrong on a consistent basis. And that's the thing with Drew is like, all right, so which one is he, right? You know, is he somebody who can compensate for maybe some slow processing with that? Also, like, I think there's some jank there with what they do in Penn State for sure. That factors in, like, in his evaluation. He's a tough eval. Like, I would say he's a tough eval. I don't know what to get out of him because there's so much projection you have to do, so much stripping away of what Penn State does and forces him to do. That's a guy that, like, realistically, I would think that people online and the people who actually get to talk to him and ask questions about, like, hey, what was the progression here? What did the quarterback, like, what were the rules for the quarterback room? Those two camps are going to have two different opinions on this guy. You know, it might be a similar thing to what happened with Cam Ward. Because it's like a lot of Cam Ward's bad decisions. Apparently, the Tennessee got to a place where they didn't care about it, right? And it might be because of what they're hearing in these meetings.
Oh, hold on. We got a new top 10.
Oh, college football?
Yes, sir. AP poll. Guess who's number 1?
Ohio State? Gotta be, right?
Yeah. Ohio State number 1. Number 2.
Concerned about them 14 points y'all scored? Like, serious question.
No.
Y'all not concerned about that?
No. That's a really good defense. Texas got a really good defense, dog. I wasn't concerned. Julian Say's first start too. He left the touchdown out there. Have Jeremiah Smith wide open, just straight up missed him. Didn't even look his way. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen in a couple.
Is it a new OC? Because then Chip Kelly get a promotion.
Yeah, it's Brian Hartline.
You're not worried at all about that offense, huh?
After that game, nah, I'm not worried.
Well, y'all play Ohio next week, so you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, they play Grambling They play Grambling this week, and then they play Ohio the following week.
They play Grambling?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on with these schedules, dog? Well, when you beat Texas, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They beat Texas, so you know it is what it is.
Grambling. So they're gonna have their preseason the next couple of weeks. I don't know. I don't know much about Julian Sands, so we'll see.
He looked okay. I think he's all things considered, he was pretty solid.
Yeah, man. So many of these quarterbacks look like absolute shit this weekend. Anyways, it's hard for me to really take anything too seriously.
Yeah. Plus, there was a bunch of drops and just they'll work out the kinks. I don't know how I feel about them working out the kinks against Grambling. I just think that's not fair.
Let me tell you, Grambling ain't playing them starters all 4 quarters. You're about to get Grambling's backups. They got a season to play. That's the thing about these FCS games where I'm like, it doesn't benefit the FCS team to win it all.
No.
Because one year before I got there, YSU beat Pitt. Aaron Donald Pitt. They beat them. Didn't make the FCS playoffs. Because it doesn't even count in your win total to be eligible for the playoffs.
Well, that's kind of damn.
Because if it counts, then they have to factor it in. It's points lost. It's all the different tiebreakers. So they don't want to factor it in. So they just have to be like, it's not going to qualify you.
Damn, it's kind of shitty.
Hey, bro, it don't benefit you at all. Unless you I obviously there's rankings and stuff. So you get, if you North Dakota State in the prime, it's going to keep you at number 1 if you beat Kansas State or something like that. But if you thinking you about to be a 6-5, 7-5 FCS school trying to sneak into the playoffs, and you think that one little win going to squeeze you in, they're going to value what you did against a ranked FCS school over what you did against an FBS school.
Damn.
Yeah. So it benefits nobody to play these games. It's
that's your best win. That's your best win of the year, and it don't amount to anything.
No, I remember saying this when Ohio State played Youngstown State, and I was like, it's such a strange thing being an FCS fan because your most televised and well-known game of the year is honestly the most meaningless game you play all year.
And Ray Rex obviously makes a great point. Money is the reason that these things
it's not even that much money anymore, though.
Have they scaled back how much you get?
Yeah, it's not like you get the whole bag anymore. No, because they don't want the schools to crack down on it. The NCAA is trying to crack down on you scheduling these games. It's it's not even that much money because what they're offering you is what they can't offer Toledo. Right? They can't. They offered Toledo a certain amount, it used to be $1 million, right, to play the game. Toledo's no, we're not doing that anymore. We don't have to. So then they go down the list and they get to you. By the time they get to you, it's $400K.
David said, as an HBCU grad, we need them for.
Yeah, some school. That's why you always see. Because this is not the first time, right? Remember Florida A&M randomly played Ohio State? The reason that will happen with HBCU schools is because they're always going to take the money.
Yeah.
But even a school like Youngstown plays Michigan State. Some years Youngstown don't even play a FBS school. They'll play a FCS out of conference opponent because it's not even, the money's not really worth it for them.
Yeah.
But the only time they ever really play Ohio State is when Jim Tressel's also promising to donate a whole indoor practice facility or some shit like that, which has happened. By the way, the Tressel Center got built when Tressel brought YSU up to play Columbus, the Ohio State Buckeyes one time. So
Ray Rag said YSU got paid $800K to lose.
Yeah. And look, let me tell you, YSU gets the premium fee of all the FCS schools. Them HBCU schools is not getting $800K.
Even if you get 4 or somewhere around there.
Well, I mean,
less than that,
point, it does not cover expenses.
That's true. That's true.
So it's not just straight up. You get that on top of the travel. That's part of your travel compensation.
Yeah.
You gotta get per diems out to the players. You gotta do the travel, airfare. A lot of times these smaller colleges got to fly private, right? Because you're not near a major airport. Youngstown had to fly private. So it's you don't make as much as you would think from playing these games is my whole point. It don't people think that it funds the whole season. It definitely does not fund the whole season. Like alumni still fund the whole season. Like that's not how that goes. So yeah, and like I don't even think the money thing's what it used to be. It's special. It's the prices have gone down like anything else for those schools.
Evan says Chattanooga got paid $3.2 million to play against Tennessee. Yeah, damn.
There's no way that number's real.
That what?
There's no way that number's real. I understand that's what the athletic department about to put out, but I promise you that number's not real. I promise you that's not what's reported on their athletic ballots.
Yeah, so the fudging of the numbers is going on. It's going on somewhere. Yeah, but this top 10, Ohio State, Penn State, LSU, Georgia, Miami, Oregon, Texas is number 7 now. Clemson is number 8. Notre Dame is 10. South Carolina, no, Notre Dame is 9. I apologize. South Carolina is 10.
Weren't they 10 coming in this week?
They're 13.
Now that's why I want to see Lenore Sellers play some playoff games.
Oh, they've got a stretch of games in the SEC.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it looked real 8-4 to me. It looked real 8-4 to me.
It's rough if you look at that schedule. We're gonna know everything we need to know about Lenore.
We might not need to see playoff games, dog. He's gonna have the regular season. Who knows how good the SEC gonna be this year? But yeah,
he got. Hold on, let's see what they got. They just beat Virginia Tech. Okay, so this is what they got. They got LSU, Oklahoma, Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and then Coastal Carolina is like the break they get, and then Clemson. We gonna know everything we need to know.
Damn, he bought against Clemson last year though.
Whew. He gonna have to put on some shows.
Yeah, if South Carolina makes the playoff, he definitely won the Heisman, right? Like I think that is going to be what's required.
Yeah, if they get into the playoff, if they get into the playoffs, and we're not arguing about them being in the playoff, he's 100% winning. He's 100%.
No, they like win the SEC. He's the Heisman winner. Like there's no doubt about it.
There's no debate.
Like, even if Cade Klubnik goes insane, it's like, nah, dude. You take South Carolina to the SEC championship game and win, like you're getting the Heisman.
Oh, and he's gonna be
time that's happened. Spurrier, the old ball coach, was he the last guy to do it?
Probably. Yeah. I know we weren't alive when it happened.
No, that can't be real. I thought they did it live, man.
We gotta see. We gotta see.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't remember South Carolina being in an SEC championship game since I've been like conscious.
Let's see.
Their last SEC championship game was in 2005.
Okay.
Wait. Nope. That's wrong.
Oh, see.
Was it 2010? Was it against Auburn? No, they weren't the team that lost to Auburn in the SEC championship game, were they?
Let's see.
Okay, yeah, they were. They lost to Auburn in 2010 against Cam Newton.
Okay.
56-17.
Cam
Newton was a hell of a player, man.
Cam was fucking special, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Cam was special, dog.
By the way, you want to talk about other special eras? This Nick Saban 2012 to 2018 run. My God.
The dynasty,
2012, 2014, 2015, 2018 SEC champion. Woo. It's over, man. They lost to Florida State.
No, they just like Florida State clearly looked like they were the better team. like very obviously looked like they were the better football team.
Oh my God, Colb, you might have been right. What? I don't think they've ever won an SEC championship game.
I'm telling you. I'm telling
Since
you.
the game was established in 92, I don't think they've won it. Yeah, man, he wins the SEC. That's Heisman Trophy, and that's the number 1 overall pick. You better hope Tennessee get that number 1 overall pick if you Cleveland.
Oh yeah, if he was the Heisman, if he was the SEC and he was the Heisman, he's 100% going first.
He's going number 1 with the bullet. The question is who has the pick. And again, if you're the Browns, look, I don't think the Browns are going to be close to number 1 overall pick bad this year. I don't think the Jaguars are going to be number 1 overall pick bad either. Look, man, you got to hope it's the Titans that stink. That's the one team you're like, yeah, you can stink and you'll give me that pick.
What if? What if the Titans are like,
We'll give you Cam Ward. We'll give you Cam Ward.
You get that notification. The Tennessee Titans have traded Cam Ward.
No, they've locked themselves in. They've locked themselves in a way that they can't get out. Who do they have give Cam Ward his jersey? It was like a Houston legend, right? I can't believe I'm blanking on the man's name. He's a legend. Black quarterback. Randall? No.
Randall Cunningham? No,
that was Philly.
Warren Moon. I was so confused. I was like, what?
No. Yeah, Warren Moon. They gave Warren Moon the honorary, the number to him. He's stuck, bro. They've been comparing him to Steve McNair. They bought in all the way. They not about to give up. So they get that number 1 overall pick. You know what Cam Ward would love? A couple swings at a wide receiver and a tight end. We'll give you these 2. Come on. Come on. Give us that pick. What you want, a third? We give you a third and a 6. Okay, come on. Get that up, bro. Get that up. It's going to be what? Who else got 2 first-round picks? It's us in Dallas, right?
No, yes. Us, Dallas, the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're a dark horse, but they might be good.
Yeah, I think they have the Falcons first round pick, so that pick might not end. I don't think that pick's going to be bad either. I think it's going to be a pretty. You
think the Falcons are going to be good?
Okay, I don't think it's going to be top 10. Like, it's probably not even going to be top 16.
Yeah, the Jaguars, the Browns have the Jaguars pick, the Rams have Atlanta's pick, and then obviously Dallas has Green Bay's pick.
Okay, yeah, so we definitely have
Green Bay is definitely not going to be.
yeah. That Green Bay pick, the Green Bay pick is basically going to be a second rounder.
So my real question is, are the Atlanta Falcons going to fuck us again? That's the question. Going to be for the Browns. Every year, the Falcons find a way. For 2 teams that have no history connecting to each other, the Falcons sure find a way to just screw things up for Cleveland all the time. It's uncanny. It's uncanny.
Oh man!
Someone was bringing this shit up to me. It was like, yeah, they chose not to get Lamar Jackson out the division. They chose not to draft Jamar Chase. I was like, damn, they chose not to trade for Deshaun Watson. They could have helped us out so many times. Yeah, so are the Falcons going to fuck us again? That's the question that we have. I'm going to be at them games. I'm going to literally be at them games just making sure they don't fuck up.
Honestly,
need to get that 7th win, dog. Their division is so shit, though. Like, I find it hard for you to get the number 1 overall pick in that division.
They're not going to get the number 1. I'm telling you, I don't even think they're going to have a top 10 pick. They're not going to have a top 10 pick. It's probably closer to it's probably going to be in the teens.
Yeah, their division does them no favors. That's the thing with Jacksonville, too. Their division is trash.
Yeah, that could go either way.
Because, look, man, I'm not the strongest believer in Houston, but I have to believe they're going to win the division. Because, Tennessee? I'd be shocked if Tennessee won the division. And in Indy, they might get the number 1 overall pick.
The thing about the Jags to me is I feel like they're either gonna make the playoffs or they're gonna be really, really, really fucking bad this year. I don't think there's any in between. I don't think there's any in between with them. Like I think they're either gonna be like god awful or they're gonna end up making the playoffs.
It's gonna be funny seeing like if they stink. Our homeboy JP gonna have to like mute his rage.
Like, he on TV now. He can't
on TV. He can't be saying that shit no more. He's just gonna see his feed be empty on Sundays after a while. They stink. He gonna be tweeting about some edge on like some random roster. He gonna be like, "Nah, dog, I'm out."
Hey, I'm gonna bother him so bad if the Jags give us the number one pick. He gonna be trying to talk about draft prospects. I'm like, hey buddy, how are you? You okay? You doing all right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm doing great.
You gonna be too worried about making sure the Browns though. You gonna be too worried arguing about what the Browns should do about that number one overall pick to be fucking with JP.
I'm not gonna argue about it at all. It's not even. There's gonna be no arguments.
Yeah, you gonna get the Damo section. They're gonna be like, you need to bring in Drew Eller.
I'm not listening to none of that. Sorry.
Yeah, you gonna be arguing with people. I'm sure our boy, not actual our boy Mac, but the Buffalo man gonna be out there saying something just egregious.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be like,
Colb, you gotta remember, it's gonna be people like, I don't understand why we even thinking about quarterback with Shador on the roster.
I'm ignoring them motherfuckers immediately. I'm like, shut up, don't care. We're taking Lenore.
That was the funniest. I think I was in the spaces with you, and somebody was like, "Man, it's gonna be controversial if we draft the quarterback number one overall while we still got Shador on the roster." I'm like, controversial to who? like maybe it's controversial to Shador fans, but let me tell you who that shit's not gonna be controversial to anybody who works for the Browns. Like, who's the next guy? The dude you drafted number one overall. What you mean? You imagine people like sticking that it's going to be like a quarterback competition if the Browns draft the quarterback number one overall and it being mad that we're like giving favorable treatment to the guy we drafted number one overall.
I'm just going to pretend they don't exist. I'm not even lying. Like I'm being dead serious. You do not exist to me.
This ain't no real competition, really. Is this your first training camp?
By the way, like
I've never heard of a quarterback competition that everybody agrees upon was just super fair. Like,
I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Huh?
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm not going to acknowledge their existence if the Browns have the number one overall pick. I'm not even. You do not exist to me.
You know what I'm gonna be doing? You know what the Browns are gonna be doing? They're gonna be preparing Josh Cribbs to hand over that 16. We gonna act like nobody wore that 16 between them. Ain't Isaiah Bond wearing it right now?
You gotta get it up.
Hey, it's over with.
Gotta get it up.
Lenore's wants your jersey. And you know what? You want the ball from Lenore's, don't you? Yeah, you'll wear number 11.
Like, what is the point of even arguing? I just don't understand how you could watch the Browns trade down and get an extra first round pick for this upcoming draft. And nowhere in your mind did you think, yeah, they're doing this to get a quarterback. Like, you're just not living in reality to me.
Well, they drafted the guy in the 5th round.
It's the 5th round pick. Who cares?
You know what does have the potential to piss you off? What if they did do that? Like, no, we got Shador. We're fine, and then Shador turns out to be Cheeks. See, that's the kind of stuff that does get people fired.
No. That would infuriate me if they did that.
Like, oh no, we got Dylan. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We got the live AP poll. Let's see where they put the rest of the teams. Hold on. Illinois is 11th?
Do they play Ohio State this year?
I have no idea. Arizona State 12. Okay. Good for them. Florida 13. Florida State 14. All right. Michigan 15. Iowa State 16. SMU 17.
Damn, man. That's crazy. You could beat Alabama ass and not be put in the top 10 now. It's so over for Alabama.
It's definitely over for Alabama, especially when you see where they're ranked. Are
they ranked?
See. Yes, they are. This video
23?
is playing. Okay, hold on. Oklahoma 18, Texas A&M 19, Ole Miss 20, Alabama 21.
Yeah, man, that's gonna get Caleb DeBoer fired.
Tennessee 22, Indiana 23, Texas Tech 24, Utah 25.
The only thing saving Caleb DeBoer's job is that Auburn's not good right now. Because, like, there's a lot more patience for Alabama not being great while Auburn's not good. But you know, the shit start changing when Auburn get good.
Hey, don't let Auburn get a big win.
Mm-hmm. Don't let Auburn get that big win against you.
Oh, they went to Iron Bowl?
Yeah. Yeah, it's over. That's real hate right there.
Adam said Bama can't fire him. He has a $70 million buyout.
They don't give a fuck about that. Let me tell you. They will pay it. You lose beating Auburn is definitely worth more than $70 million to the people who care about Alabama football.
Oh, $70 million. That's steep.
Hey,
that's steep.
They will find a way to pay for it.
You gotta really want him fired. You gotta really want him fired.
Think about it like this, Cole. What else does the state of Alabama have other than Alabama football?
I don't have a good answer to that question.
This is their only lifeline, dog. They're going to protect it. If they see their lifeline going to shit, you think $70 million going to stop them? That's half the GDP of Alabama is Alabama football, dog. Like, they need that team to be good. Like,
man.
Yeah. By the way, Caleb DeBoer, after he get that $70 million buyout, he gonna have a great. Where's his alma mater? I need to know. Did he go to a small school? He gonna pull the what's his name? He used to coach at YSU. Bo Pelini. Take that minimum salary. Western Washington. Sioux Falls. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, he from South Dakota? Ladies and gentlemen, future South Dakota Coyotes coach out of pure pettiness until that buyout expires. Kalen DeBoer.
Man.
Yeah, but he's getting fired soon. I don't give a fuck what that buyout is. You lose to Auburn. They play Georgia this year. Because last year they at least beat Georgia. They beat the shit out of LSU. And they beat Auburn.
Let me see. Schedule. LA Monroe, Wisconsin, Georgia, September 27th. Vandy, Missouri, Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma, Eastern Illinois, and then the Iron Bowl.
Yeah, look, if he loses to those three teams this year, he's fired. You can't lose to Georgia, LSU, and Auburn in one season. You can lose to two of them. You can't lose to all three. Last year, they beat all three of them. So we'll see. He made $10 million a year. I would have thought it's more for a $70 million buyout.
Yeah, I wonder how his contract is structured.
You could spread that shit out over years too, Cole. Like, you could just get the loan, pay the shit off. They'll figure it out. They've done crazier things. What's the next? Do we got another super chat?
We got a ton of super chats.
Let's get into it.
Well, we're not gonna do the predictions.
Oh, for the season?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do the predictions.
Yeah, we gotta do our AFC North thing, man. Curtis, you still there?
Yeah,
there he is.
You ready for the Seahawks to finish in third place this year?
Hey man, I'm hearing people saying they might finish in third or fourth. I don't know, honestly. It depends.
Jalen Milroe season, when y'all putting them in?
I gotta look at the schedule, but
Pete Carroll definitely gonna run him out there first week. Like we're gonna get some run plays in.
I gotta see. Let me see who Seattle plays.
Real shit, I
Their
will put him
first
on
couple
now.
games, they play the Niners, Steelers, home against the Saints, at Arizona, home against Baker and the Bucks, at
Oh, that's a loss.
Jacksonville. If they lose to Baker, man, I'll be upset.
Why would you be upset? They're better than you.
Wait, no, I meant the Jags. That's what I meant to say. If they, I can't. No, if they lose to the Jags, I can't. I might be upset because I can't talk catch relationship to JP. But it depends on how the season goes. Who knows?
Travis Hunter have his first big game against Seattle.
I mean, that's it. Who knows? Who knows?
Trevor Lawrence looked like he finally living up to the hype. By the way, is the hype expired on Trevor Lawrence, or is like if he has a good year this year, are we allowed to be like, see, he lived up to it?
I think this is his last year before people are like, okay, nah, he's just.
It's feeling real Jadeveon Clowney, don't it? Like, don't his career feel like the quarterback version of Jadeveon Clowney, where it's like Clowney not bad, he's just not what you wanted. Like, number one overall.
The argument, maybe.
Yeah, it feel like Jadeveon Clowney to me, where it's like, maybe he has a hot season here or there, but you know what I mean, this shit, he was supposed to be Andrew Luck. It ain't close, bro. This ain't nothing like Andrew Luck. And I feel like he's been overrated like the 2 years before he even got drafted.
Where did they say he was the next Andrew Luck and everything like that?
Oh, yeah, after his freshman year?
Yeah.
Remember Mike Greenberg was like, he could leave college today, be the number one overall pick. And he was right, but like, still. What's the next? Oh, what's our prediction? What are we getting into?
You want to just get the AFC North over with now?
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
All right.
Wants to go first?
I'll go first. Fuck it.
Okay.
Ravens number one.
Yeah, it's fair.
Number two is where it's going to get tricky. I'm going to say Steelers 2. Bengals 3, Browns 4.
I don't know if I can rock with the Steelers beating out the Bengals a second year in a row.
I'm gonna be real with you. That Bengals defense is so bad. I can't put stock into that team.
I think that defense is going to be really bad early on. I think by the end of the year they'll be much better. But yeah, they're going to be bad early on. I don't think it's going to stay that way. I'm going to go Baltimore's going to be 1. My hot take here is that there's going to be a 3-way tie for second place.
You're insane.
Oh, you are wild.
You're insane. 3-way tie?
Yes.
A 3-way tie.
3-way tie. It's going to be Browns, Steelers. Let's see. I think either Cincy's going to be like, no joke. Cincy's either going to be in second place or going to be in last place. Like either the defense never gets it and they just fucking suck this year, or that defense turns it around and they're going to be pretty good by the end of the season. Pittsburgh feel real third place to me. I don't know. I'll dial it back. Ravens 1, Bengals 10 wins, and then the Browns and Steelers they tie for last place with 9 wins apiece. going to be a two-way tie at the bottom of the division.
For me, Ravens first. I don't think it's going to be that close. Bengals at 2. They probably get 10 wins. Worst case scenario, they get 9. But that defense is going to be bad early. I don't think it's going to get better. It could, but I don't know, man. The tape just felt very discouraging. 3, the Steelers. They're going to have their little, surprising run when they look all great against the teams they're supposed to beat. Then when they go against playoff teams, they look like they can't hang with them. And 4th, I got the Browns, but I don't think they'll be as bad as people think.
I also do not think the Browns are going to be as bad as people think.
I think the Browns. I think this is going to be like a classic. Kevin Stefanski won a lot of games, but like still finished in 3rd place here, like at best. Because
I think
go ahead.
6. I think like 6 wins is probably like where they're gonna be around.
I think they'll get more than 6.
How much more than 6 do you think they're gonna get?
I think they'll at least get like 7 or 8. They'll be able to I think we'll be in December. Like, hey, they might be able to make the playoffs. They got Mr. Schmidt kicking the ball now, so I'm not nervous about kicker anymore. For now, we'll see.
Dragonair manager said, "Non-believers, hey man, we are trying to be as realistic as we possibly can, coming off a 3-win season." I think the people saying they're gonna win like 2 games or they're gonna like win 3 games, I think that's bullshit. Like, I don't think they're that bad.
I think that's cool.
I don't think people understand like how bad the quarterback play was, and now you have some form of competence at that position. Like, it won't be as bad as people think.
You have a former Super Bowl MVP at the position, Curtis. Come on, give him his flowers.
Also, comeback player of the year.
2023 comeback player of the year in this offense.
Got a full off season before he gets in there this time.
I'm saying we might have the 3rd best quarterback in franchise history since coming back since '99.
It's hilarious that might not be.
I was arguing with Thomas. He think he the best one since '99. I was like, you got to give it to Baker, right?
Yeah, 100%. You got to give it to Baker.
Yeah, number 1's Baker, but who's 2 and 3? I don't know, right? With Derek Anderson?
Shit, it might be Joe.
It's probably Joe, bro.
Dumbo said 4 wins max. You're gonna be real disappointed, bro.
4 wins max.
They're not a 4-win team, man. Like, stop it.
You said Bengals, Jets, Dolphins, Vikings. So you think they're gonna lose to the Titans?
They're not.
Yeah.
I think this Browns team is going to be capable of losing to anybody, but they're also going to be capable of beating anybody. Like, they're going to win some division games. We know that. Every year they've been with Kevin, they've won it. They've at least went 500 in the division.
I think they've won at least 2.
Yeah, so like, thinking they're going to get clean swept by a division, it's probably not going to happen. They managed to win a game in Pittsburgh. They're probably going to win one against Cincinnati. And look, they beat Baltimore more than you would think. Honestly,
they beat Baltimore last year.
We play Baltimore outside like 2 or 3 games I can remember. It's always been like, we got a chance.
Like, they beat the Steelers and they beat the Ravens last year with Jameis.
I hate playing the schedule games so much, man. Like,
someone said talk the Raiders up for a loss. I don't know, man.
No, I think we're gonna lose to the Raiders. This is why I tell you we're gonna lose to the Raiders. We're gonna lose to the Raiders because every time we play in Oakland / Las Vegas,
is it in Vegas?
Yeah, it's in Vegas. Some bullshit happens with the refs, and we end up losing.
That's the kind of shit where like the kind of weirdness that happens in that Browns Raiders game is the kind of like where it's like the Browns will literally not be playing Geno Smith and lose that game.
Plus, y'all don't know how a Pete Carroll led coach team will act some weeks because coming from someone who had Pete Carroll on their team. One week they look great, and the other week they're on some bullshit. So they might be on bullshit that week.
You saying he a perfect fit for Vegas?
In some ways, yeah, because they'll have one week in which they look great, and the other week they just look like complete ass. Because trust me, when he was in Seattle, we lost some games that we had no business losing. So,
hey, someone find out what the line is for the Browns Raiders game.
Hey, West Coast Dylan.
Domo, I see the comment. You can shut the hell up.
Just don't even get into it with them, dog. All right. What's the next? What we doing? We got more predictions to get through.
Yeah, we can do some bold takes if anyone has some. It can be anything in the NFL this year. If you got any bold takes you want to get off.
Ooh, some hot takes. Bo Nix regression year.
Oh, that's not a hot take for you.
I think that's gonna take.
Yeah, hey man, the way everybody talking about him, that's
not a hot take for you. That's not a hot take for you. Give us a real hot take.
Bo Nix regression year. Let's see, what else do I got going? Brock Purdy gonna finish like top 5 in MVP voting. Watch that happen. Watch that happen. Let's see what else. What else is gonna happen? Cam Ward's gonna have the most quiet rookie year number 1 overall pick season we've ever heard of. Nobody's gonna be checking for it. They'll probably win like 4 games. That's not a hot take though. You got something to throw in here, Cole? What's your hot takes?
Trying to think of something I might regret saying. Let me see. You know what? Carson Schlesinger, defensive rookie of the year.
Bro, you know how good he has to be to win it from the linebacker position?
Is that not a hot take?
You got to be Fred Warner. By the way, I was talking to Tyvis earlier this week, and he was like, hey, man, when I was in San Francisco and they gave the green dot to a rookie linebacker, his last name was Warner. He was like, they think he cold, dog, if they giving him that. They didn't even get JOK to a green dot to like year 3.
Yeah. Schlesinger, defensive rookie of the year. That's my hot Browns one. That's my hot. Domo said over Abdul Carter. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Trying to think.
There's just so many mouths to feed in that edge rush room that I don't think Abdul is going to get the amount of sacks he needs to be able to.
I feel like one of them might get traded. Maybe Kayvon gets traded. I don't know. Depends on how their year goes.
Moba's room said Mason Graham 8+ sacks. Bro, I wish he get 8 sacks. He won the defensive rookie of the year for sure.
If he get 8 sacks, it's going to be like 16 half sacks. It's not his fault. It's just Miles is going to get a half of it, dog.
He get 8 sacks. If Mason gets anything more than like 6, he's probably gonna win.
You know what, Mason Graham gonna have the type of season we gonna have to talk about PFF sacks versus like regular counted sacks because PFF don't count the half sacks. So you be on PFF, you like, you got 16 sacks. Right?
Oh man. Let me see. Somebody said if Mason get 8 sacks, Miles getting 23.
And look, if Mason get 8 sacks, 8 of them bitches with the Miles too. That's what no doubt. Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Have you watched the top 100 video for Myles Garrett yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
The video just starts with everybody in the NFL being like, Myles Garrett's the best player in the defensive side of the ball. He got ranked higher than Pastor Tan, and Pastor Tan won defensive player of the year. But yeah, it was like literally it was just nothing but defensive linemen and offensive tackles. They were like, who's the best edge rusher in the NFL? Myles Garrett. It was like Deion Dawkins, fucking Roddy Stanley was like, oh yeah, Myles Garrett, no doubt. Michael Parsons was like, as a competitor, I got to say myself, but Myles is the guy I know I got to be. I forget who else they asked, like a legitimate Pro Bowl edge rusher. He was like, Myles, what?
I think it was Nick Bonino who said that.
Yeah, like Nick Bonino. He was like, Myles.
Oh, it's so hilarious how everybody has the same reaction except Steelers fans.
Yeah. They swear to us. If you watch the TJ Watt video, he's a strong competitor. Myles, dog, I think it was it was Roddy Stanley or Deion Dawkins was like, there's literally nothing you could do against him sometimes. Like, you know how good you got to be to get an all-pro tackle to be like, there's nothing I can do. What was it? Was it one of the centers on there was like, I was so thankful. I think it was the Saints center. It was like, we played the Browns this year. I was so thankful he never came up that A gap. All game, I was just worried about it.
I'm trying to think if I got any insane NFL takes, bro. I'm trying to think if I have one.
It's not an insane take year. You think this is going to be the year that Baltimore finally break through?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't. It's one of those things where I'm just not going to believe it until they do it.
Is he in James Harden mode?
We're approaching dangerously close.
If Lamar were an NBA player for the last 10 years, who would you compare him to right now in his journey? Because he's not at James yet, where you like, get the fuck out of here. You're not winning no championship, Lamar.
No, he's not there.
We're not there yet. We approaching. Okay.
we get listen, bro. We getting there.
He's a first round bounce away from being like, yeah, get out of here, dog. Like, we treat you like the Clippers and the Chargers.
It's like it's kind of like how people were talking about Jokic before he got it done, because he had the MVPs and everything like that, but they just hadn't won the title yet.
I feel like last year was his jumping off point to get the Jokic, because like that was right. Jokic didn't get the MVP because he didn't win the championship. Well, because they didn't think he was going to win the championship that year. So they didn't want to give him it because Larry Bird and all that shit. And it was like, okay, that was the justification for it. Just like last year, they didn't give him the MVP. I think he missed his Jokic window. I think that was last playoff. I think if he...
Ooh, Nate, good one. Is Lamar Donovan Mitchell?
He's better than Donovan Mitchell, though, at his job.
Yeah.
Like, there's no question whether he's the archetype of a player that you can win the championship with. It's just like he's one of those players, because they're kind of like the Cavs, where it's like they got a golden opportunity to win the AFC this year, but like don't nobody believe they're gonna actually do it. Lamar is like, is it Paul George?
No,
not now Paul George.
No.
But like Paul George right after that last year with the Pacers.
No, I don't even feel comfortable putting them in the same sentence, to be honest with you. No.
You don't think? Is this because the internet has gotten so used to disrespecting Paul George that we cannot look at him with a respectable lens anymore?
Yeah, no, we can't. Sorry, that's done. No.
Chris Paul? Chris Paul?
I was thinking about Chris Paul, but like even then, like, nah.
Because like with Chris Paul, I think it's similar to Lamar, because it's like, it's not like Chris be playing bad. It's just shit don't be going right.
Somebody said it's Durant before Golden State.
I think that's Justin Herbert.
Somebody said Melo. Nah, I don't think it's Melo.
It's not Melo. I don't know why. I just don't feel right calling him Melo. There's somebody here that's a perfect analog for this that we just missing.
Is it Bron before he won?
No.
No, we're not there. We're not there.
No, he's not. No.
Giannis? Before he got it done?
You know what? You know what the only comp I could come to? It's James before they got Josh Smith. Was it the 0 for 27? What year was that?
That was 2018.
So it's like 2017, 2018 James Harden. We wasn't quite like, get the fuck out of here, James. You're not winning it. Like once they lost to the KD-less Warriors at the KD, like what was out for that calf strain for half the series, that's when everybody gave up hoping James Harden ever being a serious playoff. What year was that? 2019? I feel like we're 2 years before that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And like similar to James, sometimes a lot of times it'd be James not playing well, but it's like it's paired with also everything else went wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty. I think it's pretty solidly James.
He's James right now, dog. I'm sorry.
It's pretty solidly James, unfortunately for him.
Because you got to ask yourself the question: has the man ever had a big game in the playoffs that we cared about?
It just feels so different because everybody loathed the way that James plays basketball.
Yeah, and Lamar was clearly different from that.
It's completely on the opposite end of the spectrum. Like everybody loves watching Lamar Jackson play football, but like,
except for in the playoffs, he's not very fun to watch in the playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs, something just happens. It just
feel different. You get the lemon booty. You'd be like, "What's going on?"
It just like it
I
don't happen, bro.
Pointed this out. They was like, "Watch, James Harden is so lacking of clutchness. He missed free throws in the All-Star game that would have gave him the lead." I was like, how is he like this?
Is Lamar gonna end up being Black Peyton Manning?
I mean, I think similar. I think his best shot to win a championship is the fact that he's always going to have a chance. And right, 1 year shit's gonna go right. I think Bomani had this point. He was like, Peyton won that championship in 2010. He was awful in the playoffs that year. The narrative is that he got over the hump. He did not. Enough shit went right for them to win. Something like that might happen for Lamar, but like, I don't know. I've given up hope on the idea that like Lamar's gonna like blow it up in the playoffs and have this kind of crazy run. It don't look like that's him.
The crazy thing about it is, bro, like all it takes is one. It takes one run and it turns all of this around.
I don't know. When you've had so many bad runs, dog, it starts to add up.
He just need one good. He just need one good one.
He need like 2, 3. I'm sorry. He need 2, 3 good ones before we still don't take Peyton Manning seriously as a playoff contender. Has he ever had a good playoff run? He had 2 Super Bowls, not one good playoff run, and we still like, yeah, he's not a good playoff quarterback.
Oh, D'Angelo said Dirk before 2011. That might actually be a good one.
No, Lamar hasn't embarrassed himself in the way that Dirk had at that point in his career.
Dirk has some embarrassing moments in playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Lamar hasn't done that level of embarrassing to himself.
But I think it's pretty close though.
I think you got to get bounced in the first round for me to even say anything remotely like this. Like right now, we talking about Lamar losing in what? To the Bills, to the Chiefs. That one time versus the Titans, but he was young.
Does that not count?
Nah, he wasn't Lamar yet.
I think I might like that Dirk one.
How old was Dirk when Dirk got bounced in the first round by Kobe?
I don't know.
That was an unacceptable age. Okay. Like, Lamar getting bounced in his 3rd year pro, I'm not really tripping off that.
No, somebody said losing to Golden State versus losing to the Titans. I don't know.
Yeah, but losing to Golden State in your 3rd year, like, nah. It's not. I feel like we're doing revisionist history for acting like Lamar losing that game early in his career is the same thing. And also, like, the Titans were really good at that point in time. That was the peak of the Mike Vrabel years. They were a much better team than people gave them credit for. They were not like the 7th seed. You know, like Lamar's had bad playoff performances in big games. He's not embarrassed himself. Now, if they go out and they lose to fucking Pittsburgh in the first round, okay, yeah, now we can have those conversations. But like, there's not really a truly embarrassing loss there. Maybe some upsets, but nothing that was like altering of how you view this guy.
Let's see. Curtis, you got any hot takes?
I think I got what, 2 off the top of my head. One, I think Mike Tomlin resigned early this year. I don't know when.
You think Mike Tomlin about to quit?
Look. If things start unraveling early, instead of them just firing him, he just might say, you know what? I'm just head on out. Because they have one of the oldest rosters in the league. They're banking on Aaron Rodgers to help them. And this whole Steelers culture thing has had cracks in the foundation for multiple years. And I feel like he's not at a point where he's drained out mentally. I just feel like it's getting there. It's not like bubbling, but it's just another gut feeling.
Okay.
What's your second one?
My second one, I don't know if it's much of a bold take, but I think Tyreek Hill is probably going to be gone from the Dolphins sooner than a lot of people think.
I think Seahawks on trade for him?
No, he might get cut. I think it's a possibility, but I don't think it's like definitive. He might get traded, but that whole Dolphins team, it just feels like that whole team's about to implode. It just feels, and he's going to be the starting point.
Here's my hot take.
Tyreek get cut and then goes to the Chiefs. It's going to be so hilarious.
Bryce Young might make the Pro Bowl.
Okay.
That's a hot take. I think Tet's going to be in the running for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Seems like that combo might work. Who else I got? What any other hot takes I got? Cleveland catches Dylan Mania. Little man fever.
Little man fever.
Imagine that. That'd be the most hilarious. I had to come on here like, hey, little dude was hoofing, dog. He cutting up that pocket like Allen Iverson.
Let's see.
Let's see. Do I have any serious hot takes though, for real? I'm trying to think.
I don't know if I got any like serious, insane hot takes.
See, Joe Flacco playing at the wrong point of the season for him to win Comeback Player of the Year. Because I think he's going to replicate the numbers he did last time he was in Cleveland. But he's going to do it in the first half of the season, not the second half. So he's not going to win Comeback Player of the Year. You think Kenny Pickett beats us in Las Vegas? That feels like some shit that would happen.
No.
You know what? Not to play that game. I hope that
Kenny
doesn't
Pickett
happen.
revenge game. Hey, do the Seahawks play the Raiders?
They don't.
Damn. They had the chance.
I was about to say,
the
the Geno revenge game.
The Geno revenge game that turns into the Kenny Pickett show. And then they're going to use that performance to justify signing Kenny Pickett next year to give old Sam Darnold a push. I don't know why we're so obsessed with building a hell for Curtis over there in Seattle.
Oh, man.
Could you imagine anything worse than post-Browns Kenny Pickett? Other than like trading for Deshaun Watson?
And y'all not going to do that, but.
Y'all ain't got the balls to do it.
No, I don't think they would do that.
Ain't got the ball. I wonder if that's how AB be getting people to make these trades. He just be trying to punk them.
Oh, you don't have.
You ain't got the balls to give me no fifth for Kenny Pickett, man. So just go ahead and try to offer me that 6. Hell, you play with me, man. Y'all know you ain't got it in you. You ain't gangster like that. Oh, you gonna give me the 5th? You proved me wrong.
Oh man.
You ready to go to super chats?
Yeah,
let's get it.
Yeah. Ray Rags with the first one saying, great weekend for hating ESPN and their SEC bias. Arch looked like he was completely in over his head, and Bama was dismantled by Florida State. Maybe we can stop calling people generational before they have a real test.
We need to just, in general, stop calling every player we like fucking generational. The term means nothing anymore. I've gotten an argument with somebody because they was like, y'all told me it's going to be a generational draft. I'm like, who the fuck is actually using that term to describe this draft class?
Yeah, nobody says it's going to be generational.
We just think it's better in terms of quality. That's it.
But see, they done diluted the word generational so much that they actually think that like good is generational.
Next one is from Ray Rags again. He says, just sucks. Almost none of the coverage was about Ohio State dominating that game, just playing conservative on purpose around the clock, but Ohio State won, but Texas could have won.
Yeah, well, you've invested so much into a player being generational or him supposed to being like this great player. You get it. If that's not what you see, you got to try to do what you can to continue to prop him up. And I just think it does a disservice to Arch more than anything else.
We've seen the same thing happen with Shedeur.
Literally, same thing happened with Shedeur.
It's the same story, different fonts, different colors.
And it sucks because when you point it out, people take it as an attack on the player.
Yeah.
When you're not talking about the player at all.
When the people that are using this argument aren't even talking about the player, right? Like, that's the thing. The player is such a side note in arguments like this that it's like obvious. Nobody actually gives a fuck what's actually happening. They just care about if they can use it to win an argument.
All right. Next one is from Ray Rags. He says, can we talk about Mahomes doing flat foot sidearm throws being a bad influence on this QB generation? Arch did a bunch and it looked worse the more he tried it.
Here's the thing about sidearm throws. I don't think those throws are influenced as much as they were forced, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing about bad mechanics. You ain't trying to do it. Like, it didn't look like Arch was trying to do that. You see the same thing where like people blame like these deep threes or like these attempts. Well, that's a bit more 1-to-1 because sometimes kids are open and they're just taking deep threes. But like, the one-legged jumper, you're not taking that because you wanted to. Right? Like, he's taking that because somebody made you take that shit. So like with Arch, I don't think this is like him trying to be like Pat. I think you could make more of an argument that some of the stuff that Dylan Raiola does in Nebraska has more of that stank on it. I think Arch was just trying to get the fucking ball out, dog. He was overwhelmed. And fair enough. Your first real game should not be at the shoe. Okay, against Ohio State on ring night. Feels like an awful combination of things. And yeah, if I were Texas, you should have scheduled Texas Southwest or some shit like that first week, because that was just brutal what you did today, boy. Brutal, man. All right, man. Figure it out. Here's Caleb Downs. You got Matt Patricia fucking with you, just lining up all 6 DBs in a straight line with Caleb Downs over top. Like, all right, man, let's see. Like, that was an awful position to put that dude in. But hey, man, this is when you got that Manning on your back. People think you could just do impossible shit, and that's going to be the burden that Arch carries, and that's why Arch should stay in college another year. Because you think the expectations are unreal in college? Wait till you had that last name on your back and you in the NFL.
It's only gonna get worse.
You can stink in college and people still gonna have high expectations because you got that name on your back in the NFL and you playing quarterback. Now the real question: should Arch switch to wide receiver?
What's the next super checker?
No, real talk. Well, can we bring up one point about this Arch Manning thing? If he was Arch Johnson, do you think they would use him in a more appropriate manner? Because I was watching. I'm like, man, they need to treat him like Hakeem Manning. Okay,
Hakeem Manning.
Hakeem Manning, yes.
Hakeem
Manning. They out here calling these Arch Manning plays. This shit ain't working. Nah, run that bitch. Okay.
Hakeem.
Look, they did the same thing in Buffalo with Josh Allen when they stopped calling him Josh Allen plays and started treating him like Jaheim. Like it was over.
Started treating him like Jaheim.
Hey, dog. Look at them first 2 years of Buffalo. When did it go up? When the rushing attempts went up. And I need Texas to understand. I know that man say Madden on the back of his jersey, but let's be real. He not throwing that bitch like Peyton and Eli. Nah, you need to treat that man like Cam Newton. Run that bitch. Okay, what? Everything he does that's impressive is with his legs. Then let him throw off of that pressure. I bet every time the linebackers at Ohio State, every time he went back through that ball, they was like, whoo. Hope he don't run.
What's the next super chat, Curtis?
All right, next one is from Ray Rags again. He says, no disrespect to Bill, he is the GOAT on resume alone, but I think we need to have a discussion after about 2007. It was more Brady than it was him for the Patriots.
I think that's her. I think it's her.
I think that second run was more Tom. That first run, you can argue, was Bill in his prime.
Yeah, it was.
But I think here's what I will say. Bill's prime has been over for like at least 20 years. Well, no. 15. 15.
Okay. No.
15 years. It's been over for like 15 years. Not saying he's been cooked that entire time, but he ain't been Bill like you think about Bill for a long time. And that would make a lot of what's happening right now with his career make more sense once you realize he was out of his prime a long time ago. It's just that Tom Brady was so good that you can extend it and you can get to those moments where you get those flashes of brilliance from Bill, but consistent brilliance, it ain't been there in a while.
I don't disagree. What's the next one, Curtis?
Next one is from Dragon the Abandoner. Cal going undefeated with JKS, calling it now.
Yeah, I'm glad that we're agreeing to call him JKS.
Yeah, I can't pronounce. I don't know. I can't pronounce his last name. I'm sorry, I just can't.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I do know this. That boy is good. That boy is very good at football.
Let's get to the next one.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags again. Listen, Bill's girlfriend is trying to trademark Gold Digger, man.
No way she's trying to do that.
One.
Yeah, it was in the news a couple of days ago. Next one is from Ray Rags again. Do you guys think 2019 would have went better if they had just hired Kevin when they were told to?
I wonder how the whole Baker era goes differently if they hire Kevin in 2019 instead of Freddie. Because I think that really started the beginning of the end of the whole Baker experiment. Because when you hired Freddie, you gave all the power to Baker, and you can't pull that back without getting rid of him.
Yeah, I think if they would have hired Kevin,
maybe you don't ever get to that point with Baker where he feels like he has to take over, and then there's not that power struggle between the two.
Yeah, I actually think everything would have worked out way better in the long run if they would have just hired Kevin. Like, I think who was the one telling them to hire Kevin in 2019?
DePodesta.
DePodesta, yeah. If they would have just listened to him then instead of the year after, I think everything would have been different.
Who do you want to hire instead of Hugh Jackson? Sean McDermott?
Yeah, Sean McDermott.
Yeah, man, Jimmy is never listening to his cut again.
They
an awful track record.
Yeah, he just defaults to Paul and AB now.
Yeah. We're gonna listen to Paul. we're gonna follow AB on this one.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. He's talking about Arch. I will say this performance was bad enough that I couldn't care less what he does the next few weeks. I'm only going to care when he plays at Florida.
Yeah. Look, it's a long season.
They're going to play bad teams. He's going to look good against bad teams. They're going to play teams that aren't necessarily bad, but they have more talent than. He's going to look good against those teams. I need to see what he looks like against teams that are on a level playing field with talent.
Hey, man, he might get better. I mean, like Will Howard, right? When he lost to Oregon, I was like, wow, that guy's not an NFL quarterback. And then by the end of the year, it was like, okay, yeah, he got there, right? So, yeah, it's a long season. This shit gonna last until what? The first week of January now? Second week now?
Yeah.
We got a lot of football to watch. We ain't gonna be close to making no determinations on anything for a very fucking long time.
I will say Texas versus Florida, people gonna go into that game for Arch, and they gonna leave that game talking about DJ.
The beautiful thing about DJ, he can have a bad game there. It ain't gonna matter. He ain't coming out till next year.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It is time, though. We do need to see DJ Lagway play some meaningful football, though.
There's a section of the Browns fan base that wants us to punt on this quarterback class so we can try to get DJ next year.
I'm telling you, they take anybody in 2027. I don't know if it's DJ, but we'll see. We'll see. Again, we got so much football even before we even get.
We got so much time, bro. There's so much time.
Let's go to the next one.
All right, next one is from Dragon again. He says we're putting off drafting a QB until 2028 for JKS.
He's really good. I think he's gonna be really good. I'm not gonna lie, but it's only been one game, so we gotta chill.
Yes, Oregon State.
I mean, at that point, you could draft somebody, give up on them, and then just take it a chance again in 2028.
Yeah, literally.
Next one is from The Solvent. I think you're right, Q. Dylan is a Stefanski, meant to be a ready to go backup. Sanders is an AB pick that he'll try to flip for a third or second round pick in a couple years.
Yeah, the Sanders thing always felt to me like an AV. I see some value here that I can maximize play. And it's how it's being treated. Like, you know, the lack of, they don't have a sense of urgency to play him, which makes sense, you know. Yeah, the AB's cooking up something. He's trying to get a third round pick or something like that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that's definitely an AB play. I don't get why people think it's a Jimmy Haslam play, because you think Jimmy Haslam being this patient?
Absolutely not.
Like, what? Yeah, the Jimmy Haslam conspiracy about this whole thing is just like, I don't know. Don't make sense to me. Like, on one hand, I'm supposed to believe he's so patient that he's going to let this whole draft play out, but then so impatient, he's not going to let the Browns make a decision they think makes sense. We got the next one.
Yeah, we got the next one. It's from Alkaline. This is old, but having all those Kevin is racist is hilarious, considering we had this man, the Dashiki and Kofi, way before all this happened.
Yeah, we had hella Kevin memes.
Yeah, I was out here treating him like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, we had hella.
We call that man Cody Devontae Rhodes. Just outrageous shit.
Oh man!
You know, my girlfriend legitimately thought that was that man middle name.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like Cody Devontae Rhodes. I'm like, that's not his middle name. He got another one on the way.
Do it?
Yeah.
Next one is from Alkaline again. He says, "Who and what do you think Kevin AB will be most impressed by with this QB class? Let's assume there's no clear number one pick."
I honestly think Kevin's probably going to be. If Kevin has his way, he probably wants Nuss. I would think.
Well,
Go ahead.
If we're talking about what he's going to care about, third down conversions. He's talked about that so much, right? Where he's like, how does a quarterback do on third down? He's one of those guys, right? You ever hear Dan Orlovsky be like, what I care about is third down. He's definitely one of those third down guys. He cares about that a lot. If you look at the guys he's like really high praise of, they're usually third down guys. Dylan is one of those.
Yeah.
It's funny to me because like people will call Dylan like a rhythm quarterback, but I'm like, what is a rhythm quarterback anymore anyways? Because it's like, to me, that means you can't work from behind the sticks. But if you're really good on third down, you can clearly work on behind the sticks. So yeah, I think it's third down. And then like, if you want to take it a step further, who can work the middle of the field? So important, right? Because so many outbreaking stuff in this offense, your third progression, your bailout's always going to be over the middle of the field. So can you find it? Can you see it, throw it, get back there? You know, they'll work with everything else. If you're not the most poised guy in the pocket, they'll work with you there, right? But they just want to see those two things. And then zip on the arm. You got to be able to drive it. I don't think they really care that much about how far you can throw it. Let's be real. Kev don't throw that many deep balls, man.
He really don't. He really don't.
Like I could count him like on my hand how many that he's like had them throw over the years. So he's not really a big deep ball guy, but he does care if you could drive it within 30 yards, you know, where you need to drive the ball to. Because he's really high on these radar gun guys, right? You know, DTR was a radar gun guy. And so was Dylan. Dylan was a radar gun guy too. You know, I think 75 he got clocked at the Senior Bowl or something stupid like that. Where they were tracking like first 5 millisecond hand velocity or something goofy. But yeah, just he's pretty big on that zip. He wants you to be able to zip and pop. You could throw with anticipation, that's a plus, but he feels like that can probably be learned.
Yeah, so if it's up to Kevin, I'm thinking he's probably got his eye on Nuss right now. If it's up to AB, I'm pretty sure it's Lenore's.
Lenore's gonna beat Lenore's. He just like me for real.
If it's up to AB, it's probably gonna be Lenore's.
Hey, look, and also here's another point with Kevin. What we know about what Kevin likes is only with what we saw Kevin have access to. He might be looking at Lenore's and be like, I changed my whole offense for a guy like that. It's
maybe
entirely possible. Like, you know, we're just thinking like, oh, Nuss looks like the most familiar of what we've seen, but we don't know what Kevin would truly want if he could just get whatever he wants because he's never had that opportunity.
Yeah, we'll see if he has that opportunity in this upcoming draft, and then we'll know.
Hey, man, he might be a Drew Aller guy. Like, I doubt it. Nothing about Kevin Stefanski screams Drew Aller, but like absolutely nothing about that man screams it. Like the guy who makes bad decisions, like that's what drives Kevin the most crazy.
There we go.
Jameis Winston, his least favorite quarterback of all time.
Easily.
He gave up the fucking putt. Can we talk about how ridiculous that was? That he just decided for like 6 months, I'm not calling these plays and Jameis is going to be in there. And then he fired Ken Dorsey and then immediately took back the book and let you guys know he was taking back the book. Like it was during the introductory press conference where he's like, I'm calling the plays. Hey, man, I've never seen a coach just straight up tell us what he felt about a quarterback like that before.
Hilarious. Just hilarious. What's the next one?
Tired of the bullshit, dog. I think he almost quit.
Gave him back full control immediately.
No, that's the thing that was crazy. It's like, I feel like that was the compromise so Kevin didn't quit in the middle of the season. Was like, you don't have to call the plays.
Jimmy's just like, Kev, just tell me what you want. What you want?
We'll get rid of everybody at the end of the year. We'll go back to what's normal. I know it's been a shit show. Please don't quit right now. Because don't that feel like a quick concession? Like, hey, man, don't quit. We going to do something for now. Like, you ever been close to quit at your job and your boss catch wind? They like, we got to change something. We can't lose you. Like, that feel like that. The entire back half of the season felt like that.
All right, next one is from Autistic Kid. He says, crazy that between two superstar defensive ends, the one that said it's not Cleveland that can't sign an extension, the other one begged into staying, got moved.
Hey, bro. AB ain't flinch.
You either blink or you don't.
Hey, look, Quinshawn learned that lesson right now. He's like, oh, AB going forward. He need me week 1. Outside Rocket Sanders.
Hey, bro, we're good.
Hey, bro, he not going to fold.
You better go ahead and sign that thing.
Hey, man, you better go figure that out. Because you think he's not going to avoid those guarantees. He will.
Better tell your agent, get with the program.
Nobody stands more firm on their business, good or bad, than AB, because like he's still like, no, we're going to have Deshaun on the roster for the next couple of years. We're not eating all that money right now.
I will say that the Quinshawn thing is just it's just stupid. There's no other way to describe it.
He got a bad agent, man.
His agent is holding all of this shit up. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
How Isaiah Bond beat you to the roster?
Hey,
how he beat you?
Look like he's gonna play week 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's dumb. It's all dumb.
Hey man, we find out about Devin Bush yet?
No,
I haven't heard anything from you.
It's gonna be annoying. We're gonna get this shit on like Thursday.
Diabate's back in practice, so it's all good.
Hey, that's big.
Yeah, Daniel said he didn't see him, and then he said, "Oh, he had his jersey rolled up, so he was at practice." I was like, "Okay, that works."
Hey, he'd be cracking me up.
Like good catch there, Daniel. Good catch.
He gave the whole explanation there. I appreciate that. All right, what's the next one?
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. Fun fact: Steve McNair, who was a legit Heisman candidate, went 52-82 for 514 yards against YSU in the first round of the 94 FCS playoffs, and he lost 63-20.
That's insane. Everything about that is insane. 52 of 82, 514 yards, and we lost.
Hey, bro, what school did he went to? He went to HBCU, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Not only did we lose, we got stomped.
Hey, man, I don't like how you use we right now. What you point? Why you making me have to defend my alma mater and it feel like I'm against something right now?
I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying.
Alcorn?
I believe.
I think so.
Yeah, look, I don't know. For y'all to don't know, at that time, YSU was like Alabama in the FCS. You could have been Superman, dog. It's tough. It's tough when you're not one of those powerhouses to beat a school like that. 63-20. You got your ass beat.
Man.
Hey, bruh. YSU in the 90s, them Jim Tressel teams, it was different. I was looking at like, damn, he got 514 off, but then he threw it 52 times. So it's like, okay, he got 10 yards?
All right,
he 82 times.
There, man.
Yeah. 82 attempts in the fucking 90s. Is that real?
Dog.
I think the Penguins went on to win the national championship that year too. So cool. Next one.
All right, next one is from Cam Cutups. One of my few worries with Sellers is vision.
I don't think it's vision as much as like, since he's so athletic in a college game, he's going to have the tendency to want to make plays with his legs. Every time I watch college football this year, I'm begging coaches to just force these kids to stay in a fucking box on 7-on-7s, because the amount of just like early flight from the pocket you see on Saturdays, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, just step up and make the play.
I think he's when I was watching,
he was getting super far back in his drops. You notice that, Curtis?
Yeah,
In the
I've
first
noticed.
half, he was fucking like 3 feet behind his tackle.
I'm like, what are you? I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? You giving him the angle, like.
Curtis, what's it like when your quarterback drops back that far?
I get annoyed, man. Like, bro, why are you dropping back so far?
You be hoofing on the pitch.
I literally played with someone who would go so far back in his drops, and literally mid-game, one of the guards was saying, "Hey, bro, what the fuck are you doing?" Like, he was going all the way back, and I was on the sideline just shaking my hand like, "Hey, man, this can't work no more."
Then you get so used to hoofing all the way back. I know they gonna get you inside real easy. You going, oh shit. Now you look like Jed Wills just watching the play. Everybody talk about you ass. What the fuck was he doing? 90. We ain't gonna talk about the 10 other plays where this man 45 feet in the pocket. Like,
I will say this about Norris. I think he's like, in that first game, I just felt like he was trying to do too much a little bit. I think
he's demonstrated that he's better than that in the pocket and reading the field.
I think he was
first game.
Yeah, first game, he was just trying to do so much. Like that safety, and that safety should have never happened. The dude who caught the pick, just go down in the end zone first and foremost. Like, what is the point of you coming out and getting tackled on the 2? It's just ridiculous. But he had a guy wide open if he just gets the ball out. But he was trying to like scramble around and make something happen. Like you could just throw the ball, you get the ball out, bro. That's cool.
Yeah, like legitimately, it's a skill that quarterbacks have to learn. Is like, it's okay to be boring. It takes so long for the quarterbacks to learn that though. But here's a balance. Took Josh Allen 5 years of his career in the NFL to figure that out. But yeah, it's it's just take the fucking stick route if it's open.
Like we had an easy 5 yards right there. All you gotta do is get the ball.
Ain't nothing wrong with the ball right there. You know what I mean?
Listen. If you play for Kevin Stefanski, you gonna have to do that.
They talk all kind of shit about Bo Nix for doing that in Oregon, and then he got to the league, and it's like, it's a viable strategy.
Take what's there.
Yeah, it's like you're not going to spam stick like that in the NFL. Probably not, but the same principles you can spam. Just spamming different stuff. Same idea. So yeah, it's look, these quarterbacks are going to need some improvement. They're not drafting any finished product. There's no Cam Newton. There's no Andrew Luck in this year's class where they're going to be so ready-made that you have to do nothing. You're going to have to develop these guys, whoever you draft in this year's draft, and probably in 2027 as well. So like, I know people are like trying to watch it and evaluate it, but looking at August games and being like, oh man, he needs to fix this. Yeah, there's going to be a lot there that he needs to fix. Where's he at over the course of the year? What does he demonstrate? Can he get better? And are there some flaws that keep popping up that don't feel like they're fixable? That's really where you got to get to. By the way, y'all seen Bryce Underwood?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Boy, Ohio State better get this. This is the year to get yours. Okay. Like, get yours now before that man becomes a man. Okay. What are you, like 6'6"?
He's good. He's gonna be good.
Ooh.
He's gonna be good.
Ooh. Got a cannon. That's the number 1 overall recruit.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck he end up in Michigan? He must be from Michigan, right?
He was committed to LSU before Michigan threw a bag at him. He said, "You know what? Fine, I'll go over there."
All right. Well, look, bag
they do a crazy bag at him. Crazy
money
bag.
well spent. Yeah, I took one look. I'm like, well, that's a top 5 pick in 3 years?
Yeah, I need Florida to be really bad this season.
You need Florida to be bad. So he
I
can
need
go
Florida.
back.
I need Florida to be really bad this season, so DJ can make that call. It's that time. We ain't playing fair.
You need that Big Ten tape, sir.
You said you want to play with Jeremiah, right? You want to play with Jeremiah, right?
It looked like Oregon got another one.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's something they doing over there, bro.
Yeah,
they just be getting competent quarterback play out of there consistently.
I'm telling you, bro, QB from Cal, you got to watch him, Q.
He was committed to Oregon until he flipped.
Yeah, he flipped.
Can we talk about how Mario Cristobal almost fucked up that game Saturday?
Do you want to talk about how you almost fucked up that game?
No, I just want to bring that up just in case people get all excited about Miami football at a certain point. I'm like, hey, man, Mario Cristobal is the coach.
That D-line kind of special, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, look, it is. But, I've seen that quarterback they got over there fuck up a generational defensive line before. Carson Beck came for Georgia.
Man, they was whooping some ass. Oh,
no, like God. Real talk. If Miami doesn't make the playoff this year, I'd never want to hear about them again. They got an expensive transfer quarterback, 2 really good young wide receivers, and a defensive line that look like they're gonna be hell on wheels. If you can't make the fucking playoff with that, I don't want to hear about Miami no more. No longer a sleeping giant. It's over.
They're gonna make it.
We thought they were undefeated. For like 9 weeks last year. And they lost to Georgia Tech and Duke. And who else they lose to? Syracuse?
I don't think it's going to happen.
I feel like there's another L in there. I'm forgetting, Curtis. Did they lose 4 games?
I think so. I'm not sure.
All these losses were very embarrassing for Miami.
That Syracuse game, they had Kyle McCord talking shit.
Yeah, Kyle McCord was out there just getting victory laps in. Now he's going to be in the UFL. It's a cold world, buddy. But yeah. Did they lose 3 or 4 games last year?
I'm about to look it up right now.
I think they lost 3. There was what? Syracuse. They lose to Duke?
Oh, well, they lost the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
They lost to Syracuse. They lost to Georgia Tech. And yeah, they lost to Syracuse. They lost to Georgia Tech. And they lost to Iowa State. That was it.
Iowa State is when they lost it. Yeah.
Oh, they beat Duke. They barely beat Duke.
That Georgia Tech. That Georgia Tech loss was the one that was like, damn.
Yeah, I was there for that. That was it for me for Canton War.
I feel like Georgia Tech had a couple of crazy wins last year.
They almost beat Georgia. But I think that's about it. Yeah, they beat Florida State when people thought they were going to be good.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, but that ended up being a nothing. And they got their ass beat by Notre Dame. They lost to Louisville. Lost to Vatech. Almost beat Georgia. And then I don't know what they were. They almost lost that game to Colorado. But is Colorado looking good to y'all? Colb, you still on that Colorado? Still on that prime time?
You know.
Still a believer?
I'll support from afar.
You'll support from afar. Last year you said we. You remember that, Curtis, right? You remember we were on this pod and Colb was like, hey man, we might make a bowl game.
Let me tell you something.
There
will not be any we this year.
No, there's no we this year.
There's no we this year.
There's no we, huh? Oh, okay.
Nah.
What happened? I thought Shador coming to the Browns will only enhance your love of that program.
oh, brother, let me tell you. Complete opposite effect.
It's like going to a party and seeing who there with you and be like, oh.
I'm okay.
I remember my homeboy, he was like, yeah, man, I was going to rush this one fraternity. Then I went to one of their parties and realized I didn't want to be with these suckers.
Oh, man.
He was like, nah. He was like, this is the lame one.
I'm good on all of that. I didn't know that's how they got down. Hold on, we got one more super chat before we get out of here.
The story of that McNair game was why YSU let them get to 20, then put up a brick wall. They had a 90-plus yard pick six and a fumble return TD. Alcorn had 7 turnovers in the team. YSU beat for 94 natty. Boise State. YSU won 3-4.
Don't ever let JP discover Jim Tressel YSU football. He will fall in love. like everything JP be all excited about, defense, running the ball, literally. YSU used to have at that time quarterbacks go out there with like the number 25. Like they just let you know what was going on from day one. It was triple option. But yeah, when Jim Tressel got to Ohio State and ran shotgun, I was like, what? But that's it. That's all the super chats?
Yep, that's it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that's it for us. Any parting words before we head out?
Browns football is back finally. They're gonna beat the Bengals. And we'll see what happens from there.
Curtis, who y'all play week 1?
49ers.
Oh, y'all not winning. Y'all not winning.
Y'all not winning.
Who knows?
Who knows? I know. Y'all not winning.
Hey, man, we split with them last year.
First 3 weeks looking like?
They play the Niners the first week, then they play
home or away?
Home. Then they're at Pittsburgh, and then the following week they play. Because I'm looking up their schedule right now. They're home against the Saints, so
don't lose to Spencer Rattler.
They better not lose Spencer Rattler.
Man, we should take y'all first round pick.
What does Sam Darnold get beat out by Spencer Rattler? Like gets outplayed by Spencer Rattler. What's the timeline going to look like that week?
Don't put that out there.
If people are like, Spencer Rattler has arrived.
Hey, if we doing Spencer Rattler has arrived discourse, hey man, it's over with, Curtis. It's over with.
You excited about the season though? What you think the Seahawks gonna do?
Who knows, man? They might make the playoffs, might not.
No, give me an answer.
They might.
How many games?
Probably 9 or 10 wins at best. If things go the way I think they could.
Sam Darnold winning Offensive Player of the Year?
God, no.
Damn, God, no?
No, it will not happen. I just don't.
What would be worse if like the Seahawks went 8-8 or 8-9, but Sam Darnold had such a big statistical season that you had to give him another extension after this season?
I wouldn't give him that. I would not do that. If they did that, that would be.
You got to pay him that real quarterback money.
Never do that.
Lock yourself into 10 years of Sam Darnold. But all right, y'all. I had a great time. Everybody, big shout out to all the people that we shout out on a regular basis.
Oh man. Can't wait for the pod. Can't wait for the pod next week. It's gonna be fun. Or it might be depressing.
Yeah, it's a possibility. It is.
We'll either be celebrating.
What the city gonna be like? We get 2-0. We find out Quishon coming back for suspension in 3 weeks. We got, we got reinforcements coming.
Man, you know how crazy it would be if they actually started 2-0? We'd be here talking shit.
What if the Browns, after all this talk about the first 6 weeks, start out 6-0?
Bro, if they start on 3-3, I'll be talking shit.
Who gonna be mad at that 6 win? Someone's gonna be upset about that 6 win. They gonna be like, "What? Now we definitely ain't gonna be able to get." Man, like the same time you going 6-0, Lenore Sellers is clearly winning the Heisman.
Oh, I'll be like, hey man, I ain't gonna lie. I think we fucked up.
He's gonna have to become a hater of the fucking Jaguars.
Oh, we gonna need that Jags pick to be crazy.
Is Brock Purdy's ready for week 1, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, don't get done in by Mac Jones.
Oh, you get done there by Mac Jones. You got to give up on the season.
You think that's gonna happen like a national TV game against the 49ers, Curtis? Y'all get Mac Jones?
I have no idea because they play the Niners to end the year, so I don't know.
Ooh, Mac Jones special.
Yeah, man,
All right, is that it?
We got another super chat again.
All right, let's
From
go
Ray
ahead.
Rags. The guy who's the AD of my high school went to Ohio State and transferred to YSU and got put in at QB in a playoff game, came back down 28 only to have the brother of the kicker come in and kick a game-winning field goal. That was his first kick.
Damn.
Yeah, Trent was putting athletes out there, dog. He lucky. Terrell Pryor should be lucky he let him throw passes.
How special was Terrell Pryor, man?
I saw a picture of Terrell Pryor in college, like before we got on. I was like, I forgot how big that dude was.
Man, he was special, bro. He was special.
I feel like if he had made some better decisions about where he was going to play football in college, he probably would have. Had a much better career.
Hey, man. He got popped over tattoo. That's still something.
He got popped on the tattoos, and I don't think Ohio State was where he needed to be.
That might be fair.
I think he needed to be somewhere. Honestly, he needed to be at fucking Auburn. Somewhere is going to let him just do whatever.
Yeah.
But it all just went wrong for him. It's crazy. Probably like one of the better quarterback athletes we've seen.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, y'all. It's time to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace. Do we have anything left?